All right. Press one if you can hear me. Press one if you can hear me. Let's go. All right. We up in here. As we all know, trying to get on the motherfucking rat ass. All right, this bitch thinks she's slick. You fucking think you slick, you fucking rat. I told you I got you, bitch. I got you. Yeah, that's right. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Okay, I got 3 dislikes. That's what's up. 15 likes. That's what's up. Shout out to the 15 that's on point when we first started. Shout out to y'all. Hold on. Bear with me a hot second. Okay. Go ahead and get this startup music going. There we go. Okay. As we all know, the rat is on this single mother bullshit. She finding something. That bitch looking in goddamn garbage cans just to find a motherfucking topic. It's all good because we got you over here, bitch. You done fuck with the wrong ones. Well, let me go ahead. I'm gonna shout the chat out as well. I ain't got no fun for this week. Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? We still gonna stick on that. To shut the fuck up and donate to my spiritual fund for it's time to pull up in Tracy, California. You know, Christmas around the corner, you know? Christmas is right around the corner, bitch. And like I said, we got your ass over here. Because you done fucked up. I mean, you done fucked up big time. But this stanky pussy bitch want to come on talking about single mothers and religion and this shit. I mean, sound like a whole full fucking joke. A real fucking joke. But that's why we like this bitch. Because she says dumb shit. I mean, dumb shit. It's like, bitch, where do you get this motherfucking logic from, bitch? You know, how do you motherfucking go? I'm going to keep pointing this shit out. How do you go from a motherfucking minister to a motherfucking new model to a motherfucking what the fuck was she after that? A minister to a new model, then a motherfucking swinger to a motherfucking side chick, then to a motherfucking a so-called mistress, but the bitch wasn't getting paid. Then having a motherfucking baby by a married man. Don't that sound ass backwards? Don't you supposed to get pregnant by the married man first, then become a swinger, then probably become a new model, then you look at all that shit, then you become a minister? This bitch went ass backwards in every aspect of her fucking life. This is an ass backwards bitch. She truly is. And bitch, I know you're listening. Say I'm wrong. That's all the fuck you gotta do is say I'm motherfucking wrong, bitch. But let me go ahead and shout out the motherfucking the beauty said she a prostitute. I mean, seriously, think about it. This bitch went ass fucking backwards all her life. It's like, who does that? All right, let me go ahead and shout the chat out. Welcome to the room, Lord. Warren, God bless. Ebony Man, Chris, the beauty. I got 9 baby daddies. Oh, man, I like the trolls that come over here, man. Y'all give me one every day. Let me throw this shit up. That shit funny, the motherfucker. Welcome to the room, Jen. I can't. Ever since I told y'all that motherfucking situation I had, that fucking trolls been fucking with my ass. But it's all good because the shit funny in the motherfucker. Faye Lewis, welcome to the room. Angel, welcome to the room. I already say one. Let me see. Melvina, I know she was the first one. Welcome to the room. Locust Queen, welcome to the room. Taya, welcome to the room. Everybody loves Ray, welcome to the room. DJ Moss, welcome to the room. Mary Yvette Squares, welcome to the room. Twinkle West, welcome to the room. I already said DJ Voss. Okay. So we good. If I missed you, say something. Mike Green Eyes, welcome to the room. I'm going to be an Uber driver, IT engineer with vaginal odor for Halloween. Hey, I wonder what that bitch gonna be too. Probably what she be in motherfucking damn stanky pussy ass bitch. Oh man, damn man, y'all got me going already. Oh shit. Hey, y'all something else. Oh man. But there's something else I want to touch up on before we get started with this bitch. You know, yeah, we're gonna touch on the right situation towards the end, you know, as well. I know she has some things to say. It's Rice talking a whole fucking big circle. I mean, shit, just get to the fucking point, right? Just get to the point. You know, we already know all that shit. You know, you need to get, you know what I'm saying, word for word verbatim what this bitch just said over the motherfucking phone. You want to hit this bitch hard. You know, and come with motherfucking facts at that, you know. I mean, I ain't saying you're lying, but, you know, I mean, I just feel you just need a motherfucker come, you know what I'm saying, kind of strong on that bitch. Cause you know, she'll be able to counter your ass and sit her and counter your ass and sit her and mix up some bullshit in her way. Cause she's good for that. She's real good for that shit. But let's go ahead and get started with this thinking pussy ass bitch. Sorry for the feedback.
What's up, everybody? So I wanted to, I'm struggling to put my glasses back on. So I stopped for a moment. I've been running some errands this morning. This morning has been one of the toughest mornings because I'm just so busy. And usually Wednesdays are the days that I take off and do absolutely nothing because I barely get any time working on my graphic design business, driving Uber, working my regular job, doing something that has to do with my oldest daughter, Dominique, or dealing with my younger son, Justice. So I don't have a lot of time to myself. So usually Wednesdays are the days that I slow down and take a beat. And I was unable to do that.
Bitch, you can't afford to take slow down. You can't afford no goddamn days off, bitch. This bitch, then how the fuck do you go to motherfucking IT, bitch? Huh? Oh, you can take off whenever you want to there. Bitch, you ain't been there 90 days. The fuck you mean? Y'all listen to this bitch. Wednesday is just the day I actually do nothing. You know, I'm trying to get to my graphic design business. Okay, a week ago, your graphic design business was keeping you busy. So now it's not keeping you busy? Okay, bitch. We got you.
Today because of how busy I was yesterday, how busy I was the day before that, and over the weekend. And it was just so many things that I hadn't got a chance to finish. So today I decided to get into gear and go, you know, do some work. So anyway, those of you that don't know the history of Sansaray and you just came to the channel, welcome to the channel. I just renamed my channel #Single Mom Life. Basically, before that, I used to talk about sex, love, and relationships. Also talked about issues inside of the African American community, and now I just talk about.
You can't afford to talk about shit in the African American community no more. We don't need no more ain't shit bitches and niggas, and you're one of them.
Stuff that has to do with single mothers, like co-parenting, parallel parenting, just anything that has been associated with like child support and paternity and things like that. Those are the things that I'm discussing on my channel now. And one of the things that I wanted to touch on was religion. And of course, those of you again that don't know the history of me, I used to be a minister. I ministered for I think about 6 years before I decided to quit. I started ministering when I was very, very young. I was about 15 or 16 when I started ministering. And then when I turned about like 24, 25 in the city of Atlanta, I had decided that I no longer wanted to minister. And
So basically, bitch, you got down in Atlanta and you ain't want to minister no more. You decide you want to become but you did decide you want to become a side chick. What the fuck? What the fuck? Now, bitch, you can't sit here saying I'm misconstruing shit. You just said your goddamn self. You've been ministered ever since you were young. But then you got to Atlanta. You decided you didn't want to minister no more. But you did decide to become a side chick. Press ones in the chat room if I'm right.
Had more to do with Christianity and whether I felt like Christianity was the right religion for me. And what I noticed is that a lot of people, when they go through things, like when they go through near-death experiences, or maybe they go to prison or jail, or maybe something hurtful happens to them, a lot of people who were non-believers before turn to religion. And so a lot of people say that, and I've said this before, that I didn't believe this, but a lot of people said that they believe that the Christian church kept a lot of women single. And a lot of people also said that single mothers rely on Christianity after they've, went around into the world and just sinned like crazy. Now, my thing is, no one is perfect. No one who is not a Christian isn't suddenly, perfect when they do become a Christian. And there's nothing wrong with deciding to change your walk in life and decide to be Christian or decide to be Buddhist, like I'm Buddhist, or decide to be Muslim, or whatever it is that you choosing to do as far as your spiritual walk goes. Whatever choice you decide for you, that's on you.
Okay. So now this bitch is a Buddhist. Okay. Now she wants to hop back into Christianity. Okay. Bitch, you just an ass backwards motherfucker, man. This bitch is totally, completely fucking lost. Oh my God. Goddamn Kathy. Shit. The fuck did you create?
But for me, it's always been a slap in the face to me for people to make a mockery of anybody's religion, whether a person was originally religious or they suddenly became religious. And I see that a lot of people like to look down on single mothers after they have quote unquote had children out of wedlock, and they supposedly shouldn't be able to turn to Jesus after that. And my
Okay. What did you hear a motherfucking logic like that at, bitch? Talking about people look down at single mothers just because, they had kids out of wedlock. Sansbury, where are you getting this shit from? I mean, seriously. I never heard no shit like that.
thing is, as a Christian, if you're a Christian and you're saying something like this, if you're saying, this single mother should have got married, this single mother should have had a baby after she got married, she's a Jezebel, she's this, she's that, every single negative thing you can think of, you have to understand that you are also, as a Christian, performing a sin that's equivalent to hers, which is misjudging. You're not.
So if you're a motherfucking Buddhist, bitch, why the fuck you worry about Christian values then? And you still a single mother. Okay.
Supposed to judge another person. You're supposed to leave judgment up to God. When God brings people, okay, let's just talk about Christianity in general. When God brings people or Jesus draws in people, sometimes
Jesus. Okay. Those are two different people, Sansa Ray. You talking like it's one person, but you used to be a minister. Okay. Let's do this, bitch.
Jesus draws in people in different areas of their lives. And if people decide to change and become a believer or do better or be better, that is a good thing. That is not something anybody, whether you're Christian or not, should be looking at as a negative thing. And it's unfortunate when I see Christians do this, when I see someone make fun of someone else for making a change or making an improvement simply because they're skeptical themselves about the concept of somebody improving because maybe they couldn't improve themselves. Like a lot of times we as people, we're so used to negativity and we're so used to bad things happening that when something good happens or when something positive happens, it's kind of hard for us to believe, oh, this person is a legitimate person. But
yeah, it is kind of hard to believe this person is a legitimate person. Because your ass over there on Facebook telling motherfuckers you're a minister. And bitch, you not. You's an ain't shit bitch. Right. Now she want to look to God. So I guess she's going to come on YouTube now talking about she's a minister again. Somebody want to bet? Minister Raider Rat. Reverend Raider Rat. Oh, man. That's a good one. How about the use that? Hey, which one sound better? Minister Raider Rat or Reverend Raider Rat? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Hey, let's get back to this dumb bitch.
person is a good person or this person is an honest person. It could be difficult for us to believe that something good can happen because we've experienced negative things. And some of us may not have experienced a lot of bad things, but still look at another person and be skeptical that they changed. Now, here's my thing. Another thing. Just because a woman decides to have a baby out of wedlock does not mean that suddenly she is like an imperfect person or that she wasn't religious before that. A lot of single mothers were Christian before they became single mothers. A lot of women.
Okay, sounds right. What did you get the information from? How you gonna sit here and determine who was Christian, who was not?
Were married and divorced, and now they're single mothers. They were Christian before. So when I see, people say that single mothers are being a part of Christianity a day late, a dollar short, and they're using Christianity as a crutch, or they're using Christianity as a way to help raise their kids. To me, that's not necessarily a bad thing. And honestly, we watch.
So single mothers are using Christianity to help raise their kids? Sounds right. Who told you some shit like that? Church is just a place of fucking worship, bitch. So what the fuck are you saying?
A lot of stuff on TV. We see a lot of stuff on social media. We see a lot of negative things as far as pastors being promiscuous or cheating during their marriage. Or
oh shit. Okay, I see now. This bitch done saw the goddamn pussy eating pastor. Now she got something to talk about. Okay, Sansari, we got you.
Being homosexual or molesting children or being pedophiles or whatever the case may be, all of this negative stuff as far as religion go, because it's classified as news. But in the reality of the situation, usually Christian communities are very positive. Not every single Christian community is criticizing everybody or being judgmental or being ugly or cruel. A lot of Christian communities provide a lot of resources and a lot of programs for not just single moms, but for people who may be going through a divorce, or people who are considered getting married, or people who may be confused about what Christianity is. It's so many different ways to benefit from being a part of any type of religion. And a lot of the times people like to focus on the negative reasons why people are associated with a religion. There are some bad people in this world, but there are some bad people in this world who aren't religious. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, 9 times out of 10, I feel like if I run into a person and I got to choose between an atheist or a person who's Christian, I'll probably choose to be around the Christian faster than I'll be around the atheist.
Okay. Now, what motherfucker you run into, Sansray, that sit here and tell you, oh, I'm a Christian. What's your name? Oh, I'm an atheist. What's your name? Like, really, bitch?
But it doesn't mean that the atheist is a bad person or that the Christian is a better person. It just means, from my personal experience, anytime I've been around somebody who is Christian, they tend to have a genuine heart. They're not a part of some type of extreme religion or Christianity, using Christianity as some extreme punishment or a way to criticize other people. Usually when I meet someone who is Christian, they're very kind. Anyone who is like really devoted to their religion or very, very faithful, usually they're really good people. It's rare I run into a person who, tells me their religion and they turns out to be an ugly person or a negative person or a rude or cruel person. It just hasn't happened to me. Now, my reasoning behind no longer being Christian was more personal. It was more of like, it just didn't feel comfortable. As far as when I would go to sleep, I would have like these terrible nightmares. Anytime I would pray, anytime I would minister, I would go home and I would have like these terrible night terrors that had something to do with demons. And so I just figured out that maybe
I ain't laughing at the rap, I'm laughing at this goddamn I got damn baby daddies. That's right. 47 watching, and we only got 30 likes. Let's go ahead and get up to 40. Let's go ahead and get up to 40. So if you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up. Donate to my spiritual. We finna pull up in motherfucking Tracy, California. That's my spiritual fund going on. She's right there. Are bad people in this world, which is her ass. Right. Yeah, let me read some comments. Yeah, we know that, Crystal. Welcome to the room, man. Let me see. Welcome to the room, Pearline. As the Locust Queen said, she wants church ties. Right. I can see a motherfucking scabbing ass on this motherfucker trying to host a motherfucking Sunday serving and shit. Talking about pass around a collection plate for baby justice. Let's see who else says something. Okay. Oh, welcome to the room, Aisha. But Aisha said, did she really say she's a preacher? She's much more minister than Reverend Leon Lonnie Love. Right. She said she telling us that she used to be a minister all the way until she got to Atlanta. But then she got to Atlanta, she decided she want to be a side chick. Then from a side chick to a goddamn swinger, from a swinger to a motherfucking mistress, to getting pregnant by a married man. And I said to myself, like, God damn, that's ass backwards like a motherfucker. You know? This bitch is ass fucking backwards. All right. Let's get back to this dumb bitch.
You know, this specific religion, Christianity, wasn't something that matched me. It doesn't mean that it is a bad religion, and it doesn't mean that people that's inside of it are bad people. It just means that for me, it just didn't fit me. Because I think for me, it's like I'm a logical person as well. I'm a spiritual person, but my logic comes into play.
Your logic comes into play. My God, this shit that you talking. I hope this ain't actual logic. I hope you straight fooling our ass, because you do say that you one person online and you're a different person offline. So you got to be bullshitting us. You sounds right. You definitely got to be bullshitting us. All right, back to this dumb bitch.
Like, I use my mind and my heart when I make decisions. I try to have that balance. But sometimes when you're dealing with a religion, you have to sometimes throw your logic completely out the window. So with me, with Christianity, I kept seeing a lot of stuff that kind of was contradictive to me. And maybe I didn't have a deeper maybe I needed a deeper understanding of it. For me,
you need a deeper understanding of every motherfucking thing, bitch. Do you notice the shit that you say don't even fucking add up? The shit don't even fucking sound right. Do you realize that sounds right? Do you realize how fucked up you sound? Did you ever play back your motherfucking lives and listen to yourself trying to give motherfuckers trying to give out advice? It's like, who the fuck would take advice from you? Seriously, your success rate is motherfucking negative 1,000. Bitch, you been motherfucking, I'm going off your narrative. You've been engaged 4 times and never successful. You try to get pregnant so many times and still wasn't successful. That should have told your monkey ass something. You couldn't afford to get pregnant, bitch. You in a motherfucking extended stay hotel, sitting up here playing with a motherfucking app. A pregnancy app at that. Bitch, you should have been playing with Zillow to find a motherfucking spot. Indeed.com to motherfucking find a motherfucking job, bitch. No, you want to play with a motherfucking pregnancy app. Sleeping on a goddamn truck and sit here in the motherfucking extended stay hotel. Bitch, you shouldn't even be saying shit. All right, let's get back to this dumb bitch.
For me to be able to completely fall in line with it, because I was having a difficult time following behind it, because when I would sit there and I would study the Bible, some stuff just didn't make sense to me. And then I realized, you know what? There were some things that you could apply to your life in the Bible. And I did need to factor in that the Bible was written many, many years ago for a different set of people in a different era at a different time. And here it is. If we in a new age, I can't necessarily apply the things that's in the Bible, everything that's in the Bible to my life. No, I don't think any of us can. I don't think any person on this planet can live strictly by the Bible and that's it. I think we can attempt to be as close to what we believe Jesus is all day long. But
Well, the Bible said, "Thou shalt wash your ass and your stinking ass motherfucking pussy." Did you do that? That's one thing in the Bible you need to motherfucking live strictly by. I'm just saying.
I don't think anyone will be able to become that or be that. And there's so many questions in the air about the legitimacy of it. And everyone believes that their religion is the right religion. Everybody believes that their thought process is the right thought process. Everybody's perspective is different from each other's. So for me, it was like, well, I need to find a way to be able to respect everyone. And I need to do something to where I can invite everyone who is positive into my life, regardless to whether they have a religion or not. So this is why I decided to choose Buddhism. And a lot of people judge me for that. A lot of Christians judge me for that, because with Christianity, they tell you not to worship false idols. And people believe that I had like this big Buddha in my house that I would sit down and worship all of the time. Well, really, for me, Buddhism was more of a peaceful thing, more of something that was teaching me to detach myself from materials, to detach myself from anything negative, to always be at peace. Always look into into the direction of another human being and not be so judgmental. And genuinely, and live kind of below my means. And, I just think it's just a more peaceful religion. We're not encouraged to fight. I think with Christianity, I believe a lot of wars have started. A lot of arguments have started. I don't see people arguing. I don't see one Buddhist arguing with another Buddhist person about the religion, but I've definitely seen a Christian person argue with another Christian person about the religion. So people just feel differently as far as their religion goes. I mean, to me, it just felt wrong. And I know that it feels right for so many other people. And to me, that's not a bad thing. But I do feel like anyone who has experienced anything remotely close to raising a child alone, the strength that you have to have, just the strength of being able to get up every day when you're not feeling well, you still have to take care of your child. When you are, like, I don't know, when you are going through.
Okay, now this bitch jumping into raising a child alone. Oh my God. Right, Warren. We know you don't have a Buddha. Bitch, your baby don't even have a bed. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Chris Law said, things that didn't make sense about the Bible to Sansa Ray, thou shalt not lie. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Oh, man, both of these motherfuckers too good. Hold on, man. Hold on. Right, Chris. Thou shalt not lie. This bitch doing it most. I mean, the most of the most. I want to say this motherfucking bitch got motherfuckers in my real life beat. All the motherfucking lines I heard her talk about is say she got motherfuckers in my reality beat. Think about it, y'all. Imagine if you got a friend like Sansa Ray or a family member like Sansa Ray that lies so much. It's just the shit don't fucking sound right. Try to compare them to Sansa Ray. I ain't gonna lie, this bitch got motherfuckers I know beat. I mean, straight beat. If they was the competition and outline each other and talk the most nonsense, Science Ray will win. Oh shit. Crystal said, does she really believe she's positive? Yeah, that's the shit she puts in her mind. That's what I noticed about this dumb bitch. Long as she put it in her mind, it's fine with her, even though she knows she's not. And she said it herself. She said the things that she's not are the things that make her what she is. So anytime she come on her talking about she's a Buddhist or a computer engineer, even though she's not a computer engineer, in her mind, she feels that she is. All right. 34 likes, 4 dislikes. Okay, 54 watching. Okay, we pick it at 50 now. So once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Can you get a wrench? Okay, you got keep putting in some work. I got 9 baby daddies. Keep putting this work. I mean, you're doing a good job already. Let's see. Yeah, we got 56 up in her now. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. If you don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up and donate to my spiritual fund. We about to pull up Tracy, California. Let me see. Let me reset this. Look at the likes. Alrighty. No new wrench rules until you give up that 10th child. Yeah, wow, the motherfucker. Hey man, what you hear that? Hey, Warren, don't hide the what you hear them from? No, man, don't hide them. Shit, they talking shit. Let them talk their shit. That's what this chat is for. Hey, go on, unblock them. Because I don't have time to sit here and stop and unblock them. Welcome to the road, Nova. Damn, man. You sitting up here blocking people, dude. And this person ain't saying nothing to you. I'm looking back at the chat now. Okay, right on. God bless. Yeah, where is Warren at? Press one in the room, Warren, if you're listening. All right, let's get back to this dumb bitch.
When you are going through your own personal pain and you need time to heal, I think that's the hardest time to be a mother. And a lot of times as moms, we look out into the world and try to find some help, trying to find a way to understand exactly what's happening with us. And a lot of us don't want to feel lonely or alone, because some people just feel alone. Like some
alone. Bitch, you had your motherfucking mama out there. So how was you feeling alone? You had your cousin out there. How was you feeling alone? I know why.
others just feel so alone and so hurt and so just, I don't
So hurt about what? You was good when you got out to California. So what the fuck are you talking about?
know, like the world is coming to an end because they don't have a lot of help. They need to get through the next day, and sometimes we can only take it one moment at a time. So of course the first thing that you're going to turn to is God, because that's kind of all you got left. You know, when you can know.
Did you turn to God when you was playing with the motherfucking pregnancy out, bitch? Okay then.
longer trust people, and you can no longer trust friends or family, or you was in a relationship with somebody and that person was the closest person to you, and now they done left you to sit there and take care of some kids by yourself.
They didn't left you there. No, Sansray, you didn't leave there. That man told you, hey, I don't think this is gonna work between us. Let me take that back. He said he know it ain't gonna work between y'all. He told you. You told him, oh, okay, let's go ahead, what I'm saying, just make sure I get, bitch, he let you know that you is you. Now, if this is my baby, I'm gonna take care of it. What he is doing right now. You sit here want to call him a deadbeat. No, bitch, he's not a deadbeat. But you decided to run your monkey ass out to California, offer YouTube donations and help, and get out there. Don't know no motherfucking body for real. Don't got a motherfucking place lined up. You didn't have shit lined up. And goddamn well, you ain't got your goddamn self as a whole lined up. So you went out there all the way fucked up. From head to motherfucking toe. But you sitting here talking about, oh, all these years I was playing the movie California. I was going to do this to California. I was going to, So basically, from what we see, you was waiting on a nigga to run out there with you. You stupid bitch.
By yourself, of course, the first thing you're going to do is turn to the last resort. And a lot of times the last resort.
Okay, we got 36 likes. Damn, man, I've been shit begging for motherfucking 40 for the last past 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and get them likes up, y'all. Go ahead and get to 45 now. We got 56 up in her. I know we get to 45. So go ahead and show some love on the likes or the dislikes. Come on, let's get the likes up. You fuck with me, hit the likes. You don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up, donate to my spiritual fund. We about to pull up in Tracy, California. Okay, we got 40, 45. Okay. Let's go ahead and get 5 more likes. We get back rolling. Because we're going to hear this right shit. After this line ass bitch. Did anybody record? Yeah. We got it, Mo. We got it. She thought having justice would keep priests right. Right, Crystal. Sansaray was expecting for him to go after her stank pussy by using a pregnancy app. By using that pregnancy that he didn't even want. Right. Because she came to the table struggling. Right. But she sitting here trying to tell us she was well off. You was well off, but shit, you lost your car the next month after knowing this man. Already. Who will stay in that shitty situation? Sansaray. You see how, we played the motherfucking videos during the time that she was going through that bullshit. And that's why she came on her talking about a Block 11 building fund so she could, so that they could move Block 11 to another building. And she need to get $200, but they trying to raise $10,000. Y'all remember that shit I played the other day? That was during the time. She was with Priest. She want to get $20 out of 10 people. Oh my God. This bitch is just sorry on fucking top of sorry. Kathy ass had to be high, you know what I'm saying? Having her motherfucking ass. She had to. She really had to. It was a spiritual building. Yeah, we don't sell. Oh shit. What's Rice's channel name? I don't know. She be changing that motherfucker so much. She move around too fucking quick for me to be big. Let's see. You said read your question. Hold on. What question, Sam? Okay. The heavy train. Hey, I gotta get that motherfucking the pics and shit I got for that, Sam. Out of my goddamn old iPhone. That I gotta get some more shit. I got like another commercial I done did and all that shit. I gotta get all that shit up out his iPhone because it didn't get saved to my iCloud. So I'm looking kind of like stuck in fuck over here. Cause I got a few graphic designs I was planning on changing up. Cause I had that one queued up to be my next intro thing. So there's a lot of shit I gotta get out of this old iPhone. Let's see. 41 likes, 5 dislikes. Okay, 42. Somebody got said 42. Yeah, I'm saying 40. Hold on, let me refresh it. Alrighty. Hey, that I got 9 baby daddies. Press 1 if you able to type. Press 1 if you're able to type. If you're not, after the live, I'm gonna have to unblock you. Okay, 43. Okay, that's what's up. All right. All right. All right, let's get back to this bitch.
At times, the last resort for a lot of people is God. A lot of people pray. You know, a lot of people meditate because that's all they can do. So to me, do I feel like single mothers, when they get into the situations that they get in, they committed so much sin by this time that it's too late for them to reach on God? They should have prayed first, and if they'd have prayed first, that means they never would have became a single mother. That's not necessarily true at all, because I've said this in plenty of videos. I said this in plenty of videos before I even was pregnant with my son. I said in videos that I prayed for my son's father. He and I used to pray together. I used to meditate with him. I prayed for that man so much. I prayed for that man before he even got here. The positive things that I saw in my son's father were all things I prayed to God. And those are all things I received. And I also used to pray all of the time for a child. So for me to go through all of those years of infertility and all of those difficult pregnancies and those unwanted miscarriages, all unwanted medical abortions and regular abortions and surgery, pain and stuff that I didn't want to go through. Finally, I get a baby. After I prayed so many times and it wasn't coming to fruition anytime before I met this man, and then finally I meet someone that I asked God for. I didn't ask for all of the negative stuff that came with my son's father, but I did ask for all of the positive things. All of the positive things that my son gave me, those were things that I prayed to God for. The way that he treated me, he was really good to me when we were fine. Like, whatever happened that made him switch into become whatever this thing is he is now, whoever this person he is now, I never would have guessed he would have turned into that person. Because like I said, I prayed to God for him, and I prayed for my son, and I got it. You know what I mean? My prayers were answered. Unfortunately, it didn't go how I was expecting it to go. But at the same time, I did pray for a lot and I did receive a lot. So just because I'm a single mother doesn't mean I didn't have any faith in God, or it means that I didn't pray, or, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that a lot of people factor in that single mothers are human beings. Like, just because a person has a child and a man decides to abandon them doesn't mean that.
This bitch, you keep talking about somebody abandoned your ass. Nobody abandoned your ass. Motherfucker left you. You fucked up. You're a fucked up person. That's why he left you. Nobody didn't abandon you. God damn, bitch, you more like a motherfucking cat than a goddamn rat. Well, shit, both in one for real. Like, cause this nigga fed her ass and he's supposed to just attach her monkey ass along with him. After she done did all this fuck shit by leaking his social security number out online. Going on her, spying on his ex-wife. Doing all types of fuck shit. Like, bitch, for real? I'd abandon your monkey ass too. This what happened. This bitch right here is a straight fucking bum ass leech. That's what she is. She been leeching and bumming all her goddamn life. That's all the fuck she know. She can do that real well. You said look at your past 2 comments. Man, I can't read every comment now, man. uh-huh. Oh, Pearlie. Okay. I thought you were saying. Hold on. That's the link to the video where she said she gave Jesus an Uber ride. Okay. Save it for after this right here, and I'll play it. The way we get up to 3 hours. Okay. All right. Let's get back to this dumb bitch.
That you know, this person doesn't deserve the love of God. God is not an exaggerated version of a human being who is out here judging everyone, who is out here saying, you know, just because this person did this bad thing or that bad thing, that person doesn't deserve to be redeemed, or that person doesn't deserve blessings. God has a different path for each of us. Each of us has a different learning experience, you know, and you may look into the direction of somebody else and see the journey that they're walking, and of course look at them and be critical and negative and judge them. You know, you could be that person if you choose, you know, if that's what you choose. But you have to understand that for every negative thought that you have of another human being, there is something negative about you that other people are looking at thinking is negative as well. And God still loved you through all of that. Okay? God still loved you through all of that. So I don't understand how you could expect that love towards you if you're Christian, but then look in another direction of somebody else and not want them to receive that same forgiveness and that same care. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are very judgmental as far as single mothers and their choices as far as Christianity go. I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, single mothers should celebrate single motherhood. Okay. I think a lot of people think because I have a positive perspective of single motherhood that I'm celebrating it. But my thing is, why cry over spilled milk? If anything, if you are inside of a situation where you have ended up becoming a single mother, then you're going to have to make the best of the situation and make sure that you live a happy life. You know, you're not going to just, I don't suggest that you sit around miserable somewhere and cry over the fact that you're a single mom now. I just think that that's just unfortunate. That's a waste of, you know, life. You're still alive. You're healthy. Hopefully, I mean, you have children to raise, and those children were not given to you in vain. And so that's why I said, you know, with my life, instead of me being, you know, so upset about my son's father leaving, or so upset that I didn't get married like he promised, and so upset that everything didn't go the way that I wanted it to go, I almost did not appreciate the blessing that I received, which was me having my son. Because my son is just a blessing to me. Like I would have never guessed he would be how he is. Just how I didn't, you know, pray for the things to happen between me and his father the way that it did. I did not expect for my son to be as amazing as he is. I knew he would be amazing. Could have never fathomed that I would have a son who behaves how my son behaves. Or, you know, I just never thought that my life could be the way that it is now, even though I had prayed for a child now. And that lets you know, you don't get something in your life that you're not prepared for. Like, I feel like I wanted to move to California. I kept talking about moving to California, and me being pregnant with my son actually put me in the position to actually come here and live like I wanted to. It pushed me from having to discontinue talking about moving here and then actually move here. Those are two different things. Moving here and actual talking about moving here, actually moving here are two different things. So Um, I personally just think that, of course, you got a lot of people on social media who may have a different perspective of single mothers and religion. Sometimes I feel like Christianity um, is sometimes used as a tool to manipulate just by regular people. They'll use Christianity as a tool to harm people, because I definitely feel like religion is a very powerful thing. And a lot of people use it to be controlling and hurtful towards other people. And that's very unfortunate, but that's just a part of life. You know, that's just a part of life. And um, I feel like as we go through this journey, like of discovering each other, discovering new ways of life, being accepting of each other, I hope that with time, a lot of people are more um, open to the idea that single mothers raising children doesn't always produce a negative child or a bad child or underachieving child. If you look at a lot of the successful people in this world today, most of them who are African American were raised in a single parent home. Now, that's not to discredit families that have both of their parents, because it's still beneficial. But what I do want people to understand is a single parent home and a parent and a home with two parents are just two different types of families. It's not one less than the other, because a person could have two parents and still turn out to be terrible. Okay, it's people I know that they got both of their parents and they still ended up getting into drugs and alcohol and all types of stuff for various reasons. So you could have two parents, but it doesn't mean that they're good parents. Just like you can have one parent, and that doesn't mean that your one parent is a good parent. It means you could have a parent that is a good parent and just have one. You know, it's some people out there who live with a single father and their child, and they turned out fine. And it's people out there who lives with their aunties or grandmas or whatever and turned out fine. So you just have to be a little bit more open-minded. As far as religion, traditional thought processes as far as religion goes. Um, I want to say with time, those things will change and be better. Because I don't think that religion is traditionally looked at the same way it was when we were young. Like when I was young, I'm 40 now. So I think that religion is more acceptable now to certain people. And I think that it's making more people feel comfortable with being a part of something, because religion is still about fellowship and community, and a lot of people just want a sense of community. A lot of people, that's the reason why they uh join a church to begin with, because a lot of people, like, say for instance, one of the suggestions people gave to me when I first moved to California was, why don't you go to church? Because if you go to church, you'll get to meet a whole bunch of nice people. And when I was homeless, walking around here, not knowing what I was going to eat, not knowing how I was going to clothe my son, it was the church that helped me. So even though I'm Buddhist, they still helped me. You see what I'm saying? They didn't, when it came time to help me, they didn't say, what's your religion? You know what I'm saying? They just helped me. And that takes a lot of, kindness. That takes a lot of kindness. So to me, I feel like if a single mother decides to go to church and start sending their child to church, which I was considering doing myself, I'm not saying this as if I didn't consider this. I'm thinking about doing this for myself or my son, because I want my son to grow up in a good environment and to have good people around him. I feel like any single mother who chooses that, that's a better choice than choosing to put your son around a whole bunch of thugs, or have your son in the street in gangs, or doing something negative like that. To me, putting your child around a better group of people, and it doesn't have to be Christianity. It could be Muslims. It could be Mormons or Catholics. It could be, whatever you want to try, as long as it's a positive place for your child. It'll keep your child out of trouble. That's what I know. One thing that church does, keeps a lot of people out of trouble, because they could be in the streets doing all kinds of just crazy stuff. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. I just wanted to share that for a moment. If you want to send me donations, please do. It's $ Little Justice. We're trying to get some new stuff for Justice for Christmas. So if you want to get some Justice something for Christmas, please do. Or if you want to be a part of his trust fund, you can donate. We appreciate that. Have vision and stay focused, y'all. Namaste.
All right. Let's go ahead and intermission, man. Shit. All right. I got this private chat with Rice going in on the rack. I gotta excuse me. I'm trying to get some things going and popping. So that's the live that Rice did on the rack. I got something else to show y'all too. As soon as I get back settled, I'm gonna let this flow for all y'all that missed the Rice. Got a motherfucking pictures. Y'all gonna be the comment under the motherfucker. I had me rolling. But as soon as I get settled, I'm gonna post it up. He said no more All right, let's go ahead and let this shit go.
Is because if you notice, a lot of these single mothers, they like to trap niggas, right? Am I lying? So when I got off the live earlier, my husband, he was listening to football, so he didn't hear me anyway. So when I got off the live stream earlier, I asked him, what does it mean when a woman wraps her legs around you to make you come up in her, right? I asked him that. He said, that sounds like a trap. So I was cracking up, okay? Because he right. I was like, it sounds like a trap. He said, yeah. He said, that's a trap. I said, you know what? You're right. It was a trap. I said, I said, because how do you immediately get pregnant right after wrapping your legs around a man just so he can nut up in you, right? Now, that's the reason why I'm naming this video the Hocus Pocus of a Single Mother. Because that's some shit that you do when you trapping a nigga. You know, you went to that extreme to get a nigga to bust a nut up in you, which means he didn't want to willingly do it. He didn't want to willingly bust a nut up in you. You know, let's just keep it real, man. One of the things you fellas gotta watch out for is these hocus pocus ass bitches out here. Specifically, single mothers. Because isn't it ironic how you wrapped your legs around him so he wouldn't pull out, and all of a sudden, boom, you're pregnant, but this the same individual that said she couldn't have kids, but already had one, and she already had a kid, had multiple abortions and miscarriages, according to her. So when you say you can't have kids, you need to really mean that shit. Like, I could believe it if you never had any, such as myself, right? I said I was having fertility problems, and now I'm pregnant now. So that's more believable than somebody who already have kids or a kid, and then they come on here saying, I wasn't able to have any kids. I wasn't able to. You just killed them. You aborted them. Or like you said, you miscarried. You know. And that miscarry part that you mentioned, that's questionable. That's questionable. But anyway, I couldn't believe the aborted part. You know, so don't tell us, oh, I'm disappointed in online toxic friends. We're disappointed in your ability to articulately express yourself. That's another thing about these single mothers. They come on here and act like they're educated, but they're not. Anytime you're fucking a man and you have to wrap your legs around him or trap him, because you know that means he was on top of you. You wrapped your legs around him so he could bust up in you. That means that that's a trap. That was a trick bag. Fellas, so if you're listening, you don't never want to get put in the trick bag, all right? That was a trick bag that she put old boy in. That was some hocus pocus shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be... I ain't saying he was desperate for pussy, because according to her, he was already getting enough pussy, you know. But you can't really... You got to use your head a little bit more when it comes to these single mothers, because they know how to finagle and suave their way into getting your sperm. You know, I know that sounds kind of crazy right now coming from me, but I'm being serious right now. You gotta really, you gotta kind of be calculated like them bitches. You gotta be like, oh, okay, you said you got one kid, but you said you can't have no more. It's hard, but you want to still try to do it. That don't even sound right. Do that sound right to y'all? Okay, you said you couldn't have no kids, but you still want to try to do it. That would have raised the red flag right there to me. You know what I'm saying? That right there would have look. That would have made one of my eyebrows go up. You know. So and my bad again, y'all. I know it's a little late. I woke up late. I ate, and then you know how it is when you're pregnant. You go to sleep, and that's it. So I did wake up a little late, so my bad. But anyway, you should have known when a motherfucker says, yeah, I got a child already, but it's been hard for me to conceive for the past 10 years. And notice with single mothers, it's always a year mark they use. It's either 5 years can go by and they'll be on here saying 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Notice that. Because a lot of these no good ain't single, these ain't shit single mothers on here. They're hocus pocus type bitches. They like to trap niggas. They like to manipulate niggas. Oh, you know, I'm just letting you know right now, you know, it's hard for me to have kids. But you know, I'll still want to try. Don't fall for the okey doke. I don't care. Oh, don't be so desperate for some pussy. Don't be like, you know, damn, this is just, I could just hit this shit raw and she wouldn't get pregnant. Because see, a single mother like that, a hocus pocus single mother, she knows that once you start fucking her, it's gonna be easy for them sperms to get up in her. See what I'm saying? Because she already got kids or a kid. So once you start fucking her, it's gonna be easy. All she gotta do is hold you down with her legs and boom. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. We pregnant. Aren't you happy? You know what I'm saying? Because, and I know the confusion came in and he was like, damn, well, wait a minute. You said it was going to be hard to conceive, but yet as soon as you helped trap me by holding me down, I wasn't able to get it up. You got pregnant. That just goes to show you what I'm saying is accurate. That's just a tactic that they use to trap your ass. Thinking, and this is how you know that the single mother's mindset is stagnant as fuck. Because they're actually thinking, okay, I could just trap him, you know, I could do some hocus pocus shit. And then he won't go nowhere. Because what man leaves a woman and his baby? He not going to go nowhere, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, that's how they think when they don't understand that this ain't the 1900s, bitch. This is almost 2020, where niggas will leave you at the drop of a dime and not give a fuck at all. You know, so that eyes pregnant shit don't work. on most of these niggas out here. And it ain't, I'm not saying because they ain't shit. No, I'm not saying that. It's because it's just not gonna work. The I's pregnant now, we gonna be together now type shit. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna get a dude to be with you anymore. Like now and back in the 1900s, that probably could have worked. But this is a new day and age. All right, niggas ain't finna just be with you just because y'all got a kid. You know, nobody wants to be around a linebacking, saggy pussy, mentally off, sadistic, eye twitching for no reason ass bitch. No nigga wants that. And that's another thing too, fellas. You gotta watch out with these single mothers. You notice this bitch I be flinching, right? She could be looking straight in the camera and her eyes just be flickering. That flickering, that's a hocus pocus bitch. That's a bitch calculating on you. She's calculating on you. She's calculating on, how can I get this nigga? Real talk. So when you say you're disappointed in online friendships, you don't have no online friends. You had acquaintances that didn't work out. We are disappointed in the fact that bitches like you don't know how to keep your legs closed, but then you want to come on here and cry wolf when a nigga don't want to be there. See, that's the thing about these single mamas. They use that hocus pocus shit on niggas thinking that it's going to solidify some shit. Oh, okay, yeah, don't nobody else got his kid. Now I'm having his kid. He gonna be there. No, this is not the 1920s. Fuck is you talking about?
All right, shout out to Owens 22. Shout out to Owens 22. He snatched this for us. So shout out to Owens 22. Oh yeah, she dropping some shit, but like I said, she going around in circles and shit, taking the goddamn long road. But it is what it is. What we at on the likes? Where we at on the likes? We got 53 people up in there. Let's see. I'm settled now, so I'm gonna pull this picture up. This shit funny as fuck, y'all. I mean, funny. 47, like, all right, let's go ahead and get up to 50. Let's go ahead and get up to 50. Fuck with me, hit the likes. You don't, hit the dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up and donate to my. It's time to pull up the Tracy, California Spiritual Fund. Hell, I got 9 baby dads. I'm finna unblock you in a minute. I believe you got unblocked. So it look like I think Gemini or somebody unblocked you. Yeah, I'm finna sell this now. Okay. Let me see what. Let me refresh on the likes again before I start back up. Okay, 49. Okay, one more. We'll be in the game. All right, let's go ahead and get it back popping. Little Rice dropping these receipts. Now, Rice for I seen in the chat somebody said who was Rice. Rice was the rat sidekick. Rice was the one who helped the rat get Bomb Cherry's people information. That time they went out to that bomb Terry people's house. STL. God bless Diddy the Wild Black or going block. It's orange here. I can't see this. That's he was hurt earlier. He probably listening. But yeah, shouts out to him. We will make a great man. Okay, that's something else. He's not in the chat yet. He will be here later. I could have sworn I seen him earlier. Okay. But yeah, shouts out to Owen. Shouts out to my shadow watches just as well. Yeah, we got some shadow watches. Oh man, damn. I'm get to the initials of the person who donated as well. So I'm gonna get the person who donated and the god damn the picture. I forget those two, but we're gonna let this flow right here.
You know what I'm saying? You 701 Alexandra.
Man, that ass breathing hard at the motherfucker, man. I can't see how she gonna be able to have a baby. Man, that's a tight one.
Drive, you said this sounds like the woman that's living inside of me. I'm currently on public assistance. Dude, look. It's just at this particular point, you know, and then y'all, this is another thing that's bizarre about these single mothers on here. The hocus pocus ones, to be specific. These women are in their late 30s, early fucking 40s, right? And they still fucked up. I'm thinking, I've come to the conclusion that it's because maybe they have scammed so many niggas. Because that's what this video is about. Hocus pocus, single mothers. Trapping niggas, scamming niggas, manipulating niggas, lying to niggas, holding niggas down with your legs to get them to bust a nut up in you. That's what this is about. You know. So you really have to fucking be careful, because at any moment, all that, you know, you really have to, when you start meeting these single mothers, if you're going to take it there, you really have to get these bitches to show and prove. Oh, you said you own properties? Can I see some paperwork? Hey, can you take me by a couple of the properties you said you own? Let's go inside and look at the inside the house. You know, do something. Or, you know, you said you owned an art gallery. Can we go by the building and see it? You know, I would like to see that. And these bitches, these single mothers always got an excuse. It's an online. No. Oh, it's online. If she says it's online, you can check that. You can check it. You can see if it's a popular online store. You can also see if it's some bullshit. You know, you just gotta check. You just gotta do your research, because it's getting hard out here for these hoes. You know what I'm saying? It's getting hard out here for these hoes, and
Right said it's getting hard out here for these hoes. Oh shit, that was a good one.
It's getting to the point where it's just real bad. Instead of them going back to school to really get themselves together, instead of losing weight, instead of taking accountability for they fuck ups, they want to keep using the same old thing. They want to keep doing the same old shit. I'ma trap this nigga. Alright, I'ma tell him I can't have no kids. And when he get on top of me, I'ma just hold him down with my legs. I'ma get this nigga. Yeah, because he actually believed me when I told him I couldn't have no kids. Ha ha ha, got his ass. I'm telling you, that's how cold-hearted these single mothers are. Then when you leave them or you don't want to be bothered, you said the woman that lives in my house has about 5 spiritual businesses. Then when you leave them,
Hey, that's 701 Alexandria Drive in Tracy, California. That's teller that's talking to Rice. Said a woman that lives in his or her house has 5 spiritual incomes.
you all the names in the book. You fuck that nigga. He a deadbeat. You know, it's now you're trying to get people to look at him in a bad way. When really, that nigga, you trapped the nigga. You tried to trap him. You know, because really, to be honest with y'all, what man wants to leave his kid? No man wants to do that, but at the same time, no man wants to deal with a mentally unstable bitch. Real talk. Hey, Valdez, you know what I'm saying? Let's go deeper real quick. Because let's go into the sex aspect of this shit real quick.
Hey, Jack. Hey, I got something bad. And if informative person said to me, this is an old post, but the shit I'm under this post, oh my God, I fell the fuck out. I'm trying to upload this motherfucker right now.
But, you know, for a nigga to be on top of you fucking you, right, y'all? And you wrap your legs around this nigga. You've done this shit before. Because you keep mentioning how you've had multiple abortions. That's what you keep saying. You keep saying that you had multiple abortions. So why didn't you have one this time? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I couldn't get pregnant. I had multiple abortions. And okay, that's what you said, right? So that means that this ain't the first time that you've tried to trap a nigga. I wouldn't be surprised if she actually, listen, y'all, some of them abortions she said she had, I wouldn't be surprised if she actually gave some of them kids up for adoption. She probably didn't even have no abortion. She probably gave a couple of them kids up for adoption. Have y'all ever thought about that shit? And then think twice about it? You know, just think deep here. Because I have never thought about, let me wrap my legs around this nigga. And I've never thought like that. That's something I have never tried to do. That's some scary shit right there. You know what I'm saying? So that means that this ain't the first time that she's done that. You know, whether it was you wrapping your legs around him to keep him from getting up, or if you was riding him and he tried to I don't know, move you off him, and you didn't get up, you didn't let him do it. You know, that's some trap shit. That's some trick bag shit right there. And if you got to be going through all of that to actually get a dude to procreate with you, like to bust up in you, to procreate with you, it's something wrong there. It's something wrong right there. Real talk. Because usually, it takes a minute to get pregnant. I mean, in my situation, it took a minute. You feel me? So that means that your walls had to be loose, and it was easy for that sperm to get up in you. But that's the trickery and hocusness of a single mom. They'll say shit like, they'll already have kids, and they'll say shit like, I don't really want no more kids. You know, I know you don't have none. You know, did you want kids? And then he'll be like, yeah, you know, I do. One or whatever, right? And then she'd be like, really? You know, you want kids? You see yourself having kids? And he'd be like, yeah, one. So then she'll start, after she get that answer out of the nigga, she'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to just tell him we can just work on it, but it might not happen, you know, fast, because I can't have kids, you know, because I'm infertile, which is a lie. You said, yeah, dude was trying to get out because he knew he didn't want a kid with her. You know what I'm saying? And let's go deeper here. You said she prays every night for him to move here with her and her mama. Look, let's go deeper. This type of bitch is, when it comes to dating, is dangerous. Let me tell you why. They're the ones that they don't see. These hocus pocus single mothers, they don't date for seriousness or love like they claim they do. That's just a part of their act and their trap and the trick bag. They'll say shit like, yeah, you know, I'm looking for, you know, a serious relationship. I'm looking for this, I'm looking for that. That is a trap. All right, that is to put your ass in the trick bag so that you can be her bitch. No, don't fall for that shit. Because these type of hoes are the most dangerous predators. Damn, I should have named this video the Hocus Pocus Single Mother / Predators. Because them bitches is some predators. They prey on niggas all night and day. They love being on Plenty of Fish. They love being on, what's the other fucking dating websites? I don't know. Match.com. Fucking, I don't know. Blackpeoplemeet.com. Yeah, they, especially the Plenty of Fish. You know, they love being on that shit. You know, like, oh yes, who can be my next victim? Another thing, y'all fellas, if you listening, these bitches is real predatorial, because you'll be on Plenty of Fish, right? She'll be on Plenty of Fish. She don't want the ups. She wants a dude who look good. She basically looking for some of the things you looking for in a woman. A woman that looks good, da 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 da. She looking for some of them qualities. Some qualities she shouldn't even be fucking looking for. See, these predatorial single mothers, they got their standards too fucking high. They standards too high. Because like I said earlier, no dude who has his shit fully together and is going to be dealing with this shit. This is why when you get with a single mother, you start dating them. This is why they start to lie about what they have, who they are, blah, blah, blah. Because they know for a fact, if they were to actually tell you, hey, I really don't have nothing. I just got kicked out by my baby daddy. I don't got a job. Only thing I do is drive for money. And I don't really got shit going on. I don't really got shit going on in life. Really, dude, right? Gonna deal with that shit. Yeah, no dude is gonna be like that. Cause that sound like you just collect a goddamn bridge card. That's what that sound like. So you gotta ask yourself a few questions. Why would a person party?
All right. I got this sent to me, this picture as y'all can see. God damn it. Hold on. Yeah, excuse me for a hot minute. Okay. This brother said, bruh, out of all the bitches in the fucking world, you wife Sansa Ray, you knew you could have did a lot better. What the fuck were you thinking? I see this shit. I fell the fuck out, y'all. I fell the fuck out. He said her ringtones are Three Stooges. Oh, oh my god. No lie, y'all. This shit is right here. I know y'all can't too much see it, but that's what dude said. Oh my god. Now that's a dude that don't even chat with us. You know, this was on Instagram. Matter of fact, yeah, this was taken off Instagram. Oh my god. Let's see. She sings to pray on men. Yeah, she does. I believe Sansa is a predator, just like some men are predators. Yeah. Like it's safe to say she hate the beans. She ate the beans. Rice knows exactly why she attached to Sansa. She was familiar to Sansa, and she was cloud chasing. Now she is Sansa foe. She was very disrespectful to Sonya too. Was she saying some shit about Sonya? I can't remember no shit she said about Sonya. This is what she had the Pennywise the clown from IT wig on. Oh shit. Let's see. Who else says something? If you got trapped in an elevator with Rice, you run out of oxygen in 3 minutes. That's a good one, Mike. All right. Let's see. I think Sauce Ray wanted to lick on Rice. Man, that been a lot of licking. Let's see. The top of her head is bald, and she just got weave on the side. Right. And stuck with that, man. That nigga had heart, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga had a lot of motherfucking heart. Think about it. You gotta take this bum bitch in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell her the motherfucker when to bath. Man, that's a lot of work, dog. I ain't gonna lie. That's a lot of work, man. You gotta tell a bitch to bath. And ladies, if you gotta tell a fellow to, you know what I'm saying, the nigga to bath, you're in bad shape. You're in that brother, man, he had a heart and a fucking mind for charity. He did. He should have been motherfucking putting our ass on his taxes for the next year. And this bitch want to motherfucker come on here and talk bad about him. Bitch, you need to be kissing this motherfucking ass. Like, really, bitch? Oh my God. Oh shit. Damn. What? He said that nigga stupid. Come on now, y'all. Show Priest a little love. Yeah, he was stupid. I ain't gonna lie, but the man got tricked, man. He got tricked. He got tricked. He got tricked, y'all. You know, he really did. Think about it though. So now I want y'all to think about this though. Seriously. Now, if he been a hardcore ain't shit nigga, would have fucked the motherfucking bitch and kicked our ass off to the motherfucking curves, which we should have known he should have did this bitch like that. Then y'all been looking at him, man, that's an ain't shit nigga. But this nigga took her ass in when she had nowhere to go. Had the motherfucking coach her ass on to take a bath. That nigga would, man, trust me, that nigga had a heart. He had heart to just say that shit and do that shit. Come on now. Come on. Let's give him, a little credit. Don't get me wrong, he was fucking with the rat. So that's was the fucked up part. Oh shit. Priest keep running. Yeah, you're right, Mo. I wish you would have kept running. Jim Big Bro said let it go. Let's see. Right, Jim. STL actually. Oh, okay. Oh man, this goddamn sound coming in. Hold on. Okay. Sound like my mic went out or some shit. The CB noise broke in again. Let me finish Ray's song. She was calling Sonya out of her name, telling her to leave Sans Ray and Priest alone. Yet she's married. Damn, I don't remember that. I'm not saying she didn't, but I don't remember that. Damn. All right. Let me throw my shit up some. Maybe that'll help. She was the type of female that turns a man cold towards his future females. Let's see. True. A smart man would have ghosted after getting cash. Yeah, you're right, Nova. You right. I'd have been ghosted. Hey, welcome to the room, China. I'd have motherfucking dip. This bitch got to talking some shit about she got 8 streams of income. She I ain't not gonna white that drive Uber, but I'd have been adding shit up. That's why I said, man, I want to get that nigga man one-on-one and chop it up. Seriously. Cause I gotta get every specific detail because I know that bitch. I know that motherfucking stinking pussy bitch was motherfucking plotting from the get. Plotting from the get. I know she was. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to Ray thought her and Priest were like Sinclair and Overton, but they were really like Superhead and Cuba Gooding Jr. in radio. Oh shit. All right. Let's get back to Rice ass.
Party all throughout their 20s and early 30s and wait till they almost 40 to try to take life seriously. You got to kind of ask yourself that, is this person really taking life seriously? No, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not.
Rice got a point there, y'all. Think about it. You got a daughter that's finna be 18 in the next year and be graduating in the next year. And here it is, you want to start all the way fuck over for another 18. That bitch was looking to leech. That's all she was looking to do. That's all that bitch was trying to do. She was trying to leech.
Um, so Owens, you said it seemed like sausage to Nay. I always want something that you can't have. You know what I'm saying? Her live life, strong mommy Chrissy. These some trick bag ass bitches. You gotta be careful. You said I'm her house and I want out of here. You know, you just gotta be real careful and also.
Oh, no, that's 701 Alexandria Drive. They said that they want the rat out of the house. They had to chat. I mean, actually chopping it up with Rice. And y'all chose a motherfucker bad. I ain't gonna lie. Some of y'all funny the motherfucker.
A lot of times these type of single mothers, their hygiene is not good. You know, they'll have a baby and tell you, well, they'll meet you on Plenty of Fish and say, well, the reason why I haven't lost weight yet is because I have a 2-year-old. And you're like, what? You thinking to yourself like, wait, a 2-year-old, you could have been lost weight. You feel me? Or they.
Hey, do y'all think the rat's still on Plenty of Fish? Press 1. I know she on a dating site, but I don't know about Plenty. I don't think she gonna. I hope she a dumbass, wouldn't it? Ain't no fucking telling. Press 1 in the chat room though if you think she's still on Plenty of Fish. Press 1 in the chat room.
It's just one excuse after the next. You like a 2-year-old and you still look like a goddamn quarterback. You still look like hunchback around this motherfucker. You know, something is wrong with that. You know, because dude's gonna be asking questions. So what happened? You know, and then.
Okay, is anybody in the chat room on Plenty of Fish? I mean, if you don't want to, publicly, what I'm saying, say it, hit me up in the back chat, and we need to do some investigation. See if the rat is on Plenty of Fish catfishing again. You know what I'm saying? We can't have too many more Sansaries going around. I mean, little Sansaries going around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We already got baby Justice in a bad situation. We don't need no more, kids, being around a motherfucking bitch like this. We need to check all these goddamn sites. I know some of y'all on some of these sites. Just put in Tracy, California, and search up for women. And if you see a motherfucking monkey ass picture, there you go. Screenshot that motherfucker.
Mothers, they always got to come up with another lie and excuse. Well, he left me stranded by a garbage dumpster, and I had to live outside the dumpster and with the baby, and he left us there. So that's why I moved here, for a better life. And this nigga looking at you like, what? Nah, cause real dudes ain't falling for this shit no more. They're like, wait a minute, he left you by a dumpster. That don't even sound right. It's something ain't right in the game. Because most dudes that go out on a date with you, and the first thing they ask you, hey, so you got kids? And you say, well, yeah, I have a grown-up child that's grown and a 2-year-old. And then he like, oh, okay, is the father around? And then you said she got to be at least 260 tops. Yep. And you say, is the father around? And then you say, well, no, he not around. And after that, everything else goes on out the door. This nigga, he like, okay, me even taking you seriously is gone. Like, now I'm just thinking about fucking. Because everybody else did it. Everybody else fucked you. So, I mean, and then some dudes they don't want to even be bothered. Some dudes just don't even want the sex. They be like, shit, if I got hoes in my Rolodex, I could call up right now and get my dick sucked. Nah. Some dudes bag off and be like, well, hold on, I left some cigarettes in the car. I'll be right back. Excuse me for 1 second, okay? Oh, you can't smoke in here. I know, but let me just go get them. Skirt and be.
But the problem is, Priest couldn't do that because he rolled with the bitch. That's the only problem. He should have called a motherfucker. Man, he can't call Uber because shit, knowing our ass, she'd have picked. God damn, Priest wasn't in a no-win situation. Well, he could have called Sonya up. Like, yo, babe, look, Sonya, don't ask questions. Just come and get me. This bitch didn't post all these motherfucking 5'9" model pics online and shit. And I get it here. This bitch look like motherfucking Rasputia. Oh shit. I see the motherfucking ones went up heavy, saying the rat's still on dating sites. I believe she is too. We know it ain't a pay site. That bitch don't want to pay for shit. Yeah. So if you don't POL, put your location in Sacramento, California, man. Try to see if you can find our ass. Cause I'm just about pretty sure she on that motherfucker. I love to see her see what she's saying. Priest don't drive down. Right, soul flower. She took all those pics as proof as that they were in a relationship. Right, Angel? This lady is saying shit. She talks in circles just like Sansaray, just in a lower voice. Yeah, I know Mike, but she spitting out some facts though. She's spitting out some facts. Let me see. Who else says something? Well, hey, that's how it is on that motherfucking dating site. Suspect or unexpected. All right, let's get back to Rice's ass.
And be gone. Be gone. Okay. Because they don't want to deal with that shit. They don't want to deal with it. So, with that being said, it's just a disgrace, And I know none of us are shocked. None of us on here are like, wow. None of us are shocked. We all like, okay, but we knew this,
Right.
But I'm really making this video because I want the guys to peep this shit out, because it's a lot of these hocus pocus single mothers out here who will suck the shit out of your dick, you know, and use that same line, you know. They know how to finagle and play victim, you know, and get you to do whatever. You know, because
Hey, Mike Great Eye said that breathing is some Friday the 13th type shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. y'all wild out tonight.
soon as somebody would have told me, hey, you know, I'm infertile, I can't have kids, you know, blah, 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 I'd have been like, oh, you can't, you know? But you still want to try? You know, even if you meet, let's say you on Plenty of Fish, right? And then you meet that person on Plenty of Fish, and you don't know about this person that they make YouTube videos, right? Talking about their sex life, talking about how they got trains ran on them, you know, talking about how they sucked 50 dicks to Sunday in the swingers life. Let's say you don't really know about that right now. All you gotta do is listen to these bitches talk, and you know that'll tell you everything you need to know.
And that's the same thing I said. I said I've been adding that shit up in my head, but like, hold up. Something ain't right here. I don't know what it is, but it's something ain't motherfucking right with this bitch.
Well, as soon as she said to you, you know, I can't have kids, I've tried already, so and then you say, well, I do want a kid, and then she say, well, we can try, but it's not gonna happen as soon as you want. And you thinking to yourself like, wait a minute, what? I thought you said that's a red flag right there. That's a red flag. Because you just said you can have kids.
Man, it sound like motherfucking Rice ass. He just ate the motherfucking whole bag of chips in one wop. No lie.
So why would you want to try? As you said, what are your thoughts on the chances of these types of chicks having some type of diseases? Oh, I'm glad you asked me that. I think it's a high chance. It's a high chance. You know, I compare these type of single mothers to the white dude who was going around passing AIDS out. I compare these bitches to that dude because they predatorial. That's the predators. So I think what chances are there that they have diseases? It's a high chance. You know, it's a high chance, especially if your vagina stinks. Like if it smells like that, to where other people's family members can smell you, and they not even nowhere.
Mike said, eat 5 bags of chips on one live is a red flag. He ain't never lied. Shit.
Or within 5 feet of you, or whatever, or 10 feet of you, and they can still smell you. That means that you got something going on down there. You know. I don't know what disease that could have been, but I do remember her making that video saying she thought she had something because her vagina was stinking. I do remember her making that video, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that video too. Y'all think that we're talking about the video that y'all heard her say it when she explaining? No, y'all need to see the video when she was on the bed and when she said her pussy smell like garbage, she threw a fit. I mean, the tittle chats like a little kid because she's mad. That's the video I want. I know somebody got it, and I believe it's on her, y'all. I do believe it's on her. I want that video, and I want the motherfucking video to the her and the Tommy interview. Those are two top videos I want because that shit right there was fucking hilarious. I was talking about the time she threw a tantrum on the bed, kicking her legs up in the air. She said, yeah, he said my pussy smell like garbage. And she was mad. Yeah, I'm trying to put the hood down for that motherfucker. I know it's on her somewhere. I know it. Let me read some what you call it. Oh, yeah. Rice going in on her. Chris. It said kind of wheezy Rice. She was drunk as shit during the time. Right, Nelly. They don't show the end part when she start looking at the camera all crazy and shit. That's why I want to show. That shit was disturbing like a motherfucker. Let me see. Okay. All right, let's get back to Rice ass.
All I can say is this. I remember one of my cousins, when I was a teenager, visited, us coming over. And she was about 17. I was like 12, whatever, 12, 13. She was like 17. And it was her father, and some other cousins at the end. It was me and my brothers. We playing video games. She was sitting across from us, like 5 feet across from us. Hey, Double C. She was sitting like 5 feet across from us, and you could smell her pussy through her clothes. Now, mind you.
God damn. Shit. Knock on wood. I ain't never had that problem.
You would think like, wait a minute, she got on new clothes, so why is her pussy smelling like this? Come to find out, her daddy told our dad that some dude gave her something or something like that. Or she was like she was just fucking all over the place. Here's my intake on that. All right. When you fucking a whole bunch of dudes as a woman, from my observation, and we're gonna put science into this shit. So if you said you was getting trains ran on you, at a swingers club, and if you say that you had these many dudes that you fucked, right? And you've had abortions before, that means you was fucking raw. Let me repeat myself. If you was having trains ran on you because you claim you was exploring your sexuality, instead of just saying you was a hoe, and you had abortions, that means you was fucking raw, right? Do you know scientifically that all that nut and different types of DNA going up in you, because sperm sits up in you for what? Sperm can sit up in you for at least 5 days, right? Right? So if you got 15 to 20 niggas running the train on you, scientifically, all that different DNA that's going on you, around your vagina, in your vagina, it's going to cause your vagina to smell. All right? It's going to cause your vagina to smell. And you can try to get rid of that smell, but you're not going to be able to because that's like 15 different DNAs going around your clit and inside your vagina. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to catch something. And whatever you catch, you're not going to be able to get rid of. You're going to have to probably, I don't know, get some fucking, what is that shit called? It start with a P. Y'all don't know shit. Look, what is that stuff called?
Yeah, get some penicillin.
It's on the tip of my fucking tongue, man.
Penicillin rice. Penicillin.
You're gonna have to get something. But if y'all know some diseases that causes a vagina to smell, put it in the chat, because I don't know. You know, but all I do know this. If them many dudes are putting their DNA up in you at the same time,
H just said that thought was on the top of her tongue like food. That was a good one.
then hey Mo, then that's going to cause your vagina to smell. I'm talking about to the point where you're going to have to stuff some car air fresheners up in your pussy and you're going to have to wash your pussy with bleach. If that even...
She said a rat needs stuff up on her pussy with some motherfucking air fresheners. Hell no.
works. If that even works. So that's what I think about that. You know. Oh, I got it. Penicillin. Penicillin, y'all. She probably had to take some penicillin. Okay, I don't know. It's just something I've heard.
The beauty. Ain't no wind. That's her ass breathing. That's why I say I can't see her ass being pregnant. The baby won't be able to breathe. The beauty said, what's all that wind around her? Nah, that's her ass breathing. She used to always come up to the motherfucking panel eating something. And I already knew her ass was bigger than the motherfucker. I remember her, the rat, and I think it was Angela, was on the Cali Boo was all up on the panel. And Rice was muted. They said, oh, Rice, you over there quiet? I swear for God, y'all. Rice came up. I'm just eating. I swear for God. I swear for God, y'all. Oh, shit. Oh, man. I'm not bullshit. I'm not making shit up. Then she came on another time. She was quiet and she wanted to chime in on something. She came up. Oh yeah, girl, I know what you talking about. My husband. I was like, what the fuck? Oh shit.
It's just something I've heard about, you know. But I definitely do know, like I said earlier, that that smell comes from fucking different niggas, multiple niggas raw. And then also, you said I don't think peroxide would even work for her at this point. Also, let's go deeper than that. You know, you letting all these niggas fuck you raw, and not only is their DNA going in you, but those spirits are going in you. So whoever they fuck, spirits are now attached to you. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. You know, there you have it. So when I see certain people on here making relationship advice videos and trying to give relationship advice, I'll be like, don't do that. You know, I'll be sitting up here like, damn, man, you should be giving advice on, you should be giving advice on how to be a hoe, how to trap a nigga. I think we still would feel the same way we feel, but we would just be like, well, you know, at least she ain't talking about relationship videos, and not like we care, you know, because we really don't care. But if you make a video talking about trains and shit and all that other shit and gang bang and all that other shit, then I think people would be like, okay, well, she making videos about how to get gang banged and how to do this, how to do that. Because I only think she made one video about that. You know what I'm saying? I only think she made one video about that. You feel me?
I couldn't stop her ass.
So,
Stop her ass.
but now you said what I consider a video with STL only pertaining to the rat. Look, at this point, I don't even care. You know, I wouldn't mind. But the only thing is that I haven't talked to old girl. And this is the thing, y'all. Y'all like, well, why are you making a video now? You've been quiet. Why is she mentioning my name? Like, you know, if I go my way, go yours, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Don't mention my name and don't mention my name and no lie.
Thank you, Mo.
And then do that laugh. You know, that shit ain't funny.
I don't have one.
I don't think that's funny. I don't think it's funny. You know, because like I said, at this point, people ain't playing no more games. You know, people ready to pull up.
Store ass.
So if a person ain't talked to you in 2 or 3 years, it's been something like that, y'all. It's been what, 2, 3 years? I said, you know what? I'ma just go my way and forget about it. But then when somebody say, hey, such and such mention you, you're like, what? For what? I don't even be on here.
Thank you. I can't.
You be like, damn, what you mentioning me for? Why is you mentioning me when I ain't even thinking about you? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, here we go. You know, here we go. But it's only so many of these live streams I'm gonna do before you get that. Open this goddamn door.
Oh shit! Rice talking about pulling up. She talking about pulling up to 701 Alexandria Drive. Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do in Detroit. They don't do this type of stuff. The live streaming back and forth.
Shit, she's saying the motherfuckers from Detroit pull up. Sansa Ray. They talking about pulling up on your ass, bitch. Oh shit.
No, because see, that's evidence, y'all. These live streams we doing is evidence. I want y'all to keep that in mind too. You feel me? Because once you do that, you know, these hoes love calling the police. All right? They love doing that.
Install her ass.
They love calling the police. You know, just keep that shit in mind. Yeah, move real carefully is what I gotta say. You know, when you do that, you know what I'm saying? Because these hocus pocus ass bitches, they love to call the fucking police. Oh, it must be somebody online. You ain't gonna know who it is. You ain't gonna know who it is. You ain't gonna know where it come from.
Thank you.
You know.
Thanks for saving me, brother.
And this is what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where that smell come from. And I don't know how somebody would get that odor to go.
Agent said she pull it up, but by the time she get to the door, you know her ass gonna be out of breath. Hold on, bitch.
Away, I don't know. Like I said, maybe some bleach. Shit. Summer's Eve wouldn't even help. That shit. I'd say maybe some bleach, maybe. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because no dude wants to smell, even if he is trying to get some pussy, no dude wants to smell that. That's that penicillin pussy. That's that nasty penicillin pussy. Where it smells like an old nursing home. Probably worse than that. Have y'all ever been in an old ass nursing home and that shit just stank so fucking bad? You know, and you be like, what is the fuck is this smell? And it smell like, have you ever seen a sick patient in a nursing home that has, and I ain't trying to make fun of patients, I'm just giving an example. Have you ever seen a sick patient in a nursing home that has dementia or Alzheimer's? One of my grandmothers used to have Alzheimer's, right? And dementia. And when we used to go visit her, she would have open sores on her because it started eating at her body or whatever. And they would have to clean the sores up and stuff, and it really stink really fucking bad. That's probably how her shit smell. You know, real gross and disgusting. You know. So yeah, that's what this live stream is about. So tomorrow I got some ripping and running to do.
She said she got some ripping and running to do. God damn. Well, I love to see this shit.
My birthday is Thursday, so tomorrow I got a few things I gotta do.
Her birthday on Halloween. What y'all think Rice gonna be on Halloween, y'all? I want y'all put in the chat what the best one. I gotta put some motherfucking cash in the goddamn cash shop. Damn, that been a good cash shop. The motherfucker put out. Shit. Somebody put the best costume Rice gonna be on her birthday.
And
Birthday to you.
I probably won't go live again until Friday or Saturday. Yeah. Yep. But anything else before I go, y'all? You know, that shit, that little shit she doing, that I'm disappointed in online friends and shit. What friends, bruh? Friends? What friends? What friends?
Hey, fat ass pumpkin is the best one to me so far.
Thank you, Owens. Thank you, Valdez. Yeah, dementia. So dementia turns into Alzheimer's because she had this is a grandmother on my brother's side.
Hey, that's a tie. Rice is going to be Mama from What's Happening. That and the big fat ass pumpkin, the two best ones.
So this is not my grandmother because we got two different fathers. So she had dementia first, then it turned into Alzheimer's. And if you do your research on Google or read some books on it, you'll find that a lot of people get a certain percentage of people get dementia, Alzheimer's because of their diet. I'm pretty sure if she would have changed her diet around, she probably would have lived longer. You know what I'm saying? Because one minute she would remember stuff, and then the next minute she wouldn't. But yeah, she started getting bed sores. She started getting bed sores. Yep. From just being in bed and not being able to communicate properly with people. And
so I could.
According to the nurses, I mean, and that smell is gross. The smell is real gross. So I'm thinking that's how she smelled, how her pussy smelled, because that shit is horrible. So that's what this video was about, y'all. I hope that y'all liked it. I'm about to get off here and chill the fuck out and enjoy my night. No, I did not watch that funky video that she did. I just saw the title and I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is this what we doing now? And like I said before, when people miserable, they want you to be miserable. You think I'm finna be on here screaming at the top of my lungs? Nah, bro, I'm not doing that. Not happening. But I will go live and talk about you. Now I will do that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I would like to conclude this video by saying, again, watch who you date, man. And a lot of these women would kill. Not all, But a lot of these chicks with kids, they looking for their next victim, man. They looking to trap you in some dirty pussy, and they looking for their next come up. So be very careful about who you fucking with. Real talk. Real talk, you know. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all later. Peace.
All right. That was the rice going in on the rack. Let's see. All right. Somebody said they had a video. We got 30 minutes. Let's see. We got 30 minutes. So, them Flaming Hots took me to the 90s. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess there was the ringtone. It ain't mine. Mine's ring like a phone or when a message come in and it gives some type of like a space shuttle or some shit. But let's see. Yeah, somebody said they had a video earlier. I forgot who it was. They said they put a video in the chat. Whoever that was, put the video back, put the video link back in. Because I think, yeah, that's just about all I got. I think I got one more. I think. Not for sure, but I think. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's it for me. I almost forgot to show y'all that pic. Oh, shit. I see this shit. I was motherfucking rolling. Damn, let me see. Nah, I ain't got no oldie tonight. Somebody said they had one. I forgot who it was. I ain't had no oldie lined up for the night. Because I know a lot of people to get to hear that Rice one. Let's see here. You said okay, whatever. Yeah, I gotta what's called it? Find them. Cause I pretty much got 1 or 2 videos in queue. You said bye. I will do a way back. Y'all gotta bear with me. As I find a way back one. Hold up, let me see. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna intermission for 3 minutes. And I'm gonna find an old one. All right. I got one. Go ahead, cue it on up. Let's see here. So I can't see the chat. Hold on, let me get back to the chat. Well, we at on the likes. We got 49 watching. That's what's up. 53 likes. Okay, cool. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes. You don't, hit dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free to shut the fuck up. Donate to my spiritual we finna pull up in Tracy, California fund. That's right. Okay, the rat has the nerve to make a video called "The Problem with Women." Oh, hold on.
Can EOS tinted lip balms go from pinkish to pinkest?
Turn them down for commercials down. Problem with women going Dutch with broke beta males, beta black males. Yeah, that's the rat. She had the nerves to call somebody else broke. January 30th, when she just got out to motherfucking California. Boy. All right, let's see what she got to say about a broke beta black male.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, or thumbs down, subscribe, and share, whichever it is that you decide. People are so fickle when it comes to me. They're up and down and left and right. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you, my newbies. Tap the notification bell so you can be a part of the notification squad and never miss a podcast or a video. You can help me to continue to bring the best content on YouTube by sending your donations to me via PayPal. The link should be on my website. If you go to sansaray.com, you can click on donate. The link should work. If it doesn't, email me and I will see what's up. If you do donate, understand that your donations will go to my positive news media source, Block 11 magazine. I have taken the website down and I'm revamping everything. So that's a work in progress. You'll also be donating money to my nonprofit organization, Block 11 nonprofit organization. Okay. If you don't want to donate and you want something in return, of course, I have my merchandise up. Yaora is clothing to promote positivity. Proceeds of your purchase will go to the rebuilding of Block 11 magazine. So many people have been
rebuild it. Oh, okay. God damn, how many times they gotta help your ass rebuild? Bitch, why don't you go out and get a business loan? I forgot. You credit bad.
Purchasing shirts and they have been sending me pictures and I love it. If you go to our Instagram, our pictures are up there of people who are wearing my merchandise
and I still failed to see one motherfucker. Only motherfucker I seen with that goddamn Yara shirt was Rice. That's it. Where's these other motherfuckers that purchased that shit?
Appreciate the emails that I'm getting from people who are asking me questions about shipping, asking me questions about sizes and colors and all types of stuff. And it's amazing to see Yaora blowing up the way that it is. So I appreciate everybody that is, putting forth their energy to purchase anything Yaora. Please follow me on all of my socials. If you have any video topic suggestions, you can email me at sansaray@gmail.com. I'll be sure to put this information in the description box below. Don't forget to leave your comment, okay, in the comment section. But don't get your ass timed out. I still block trolls, you know what I mean? If it gets too much and, some of y'all just extra, you know what I
mean? Yeah, sounds right. You didn't block every fucking body on YouTube, including yourself.
I mean, just all extra. So I don't feel like answering too many questions. I'll answer questions, but it get excessive. And so yesterday, let me get right to it. Yesterday, I was doing a live stream and it was about, whether or not I rushed into my relationship with Priest. Okay. And, there was a lot of ladies inside of the chat and a lot of ladies was asking a lot of questions. And what it ended up boiling down to was they was telling me that Priest was trying to make it seem like financially I couldn't hold my weight inside of the relationship.
Bitch, you couldn't. The fuck you mean? Financially, you couldn't hold your weight inside a relationship. You couldn't. I say this for so many motherfucking reasons, bitch. And it seems like you never ever touch up on that. But it's all good. I know why. That you couldn't even afford a date. You on POF, a free fucking site. If you was serious about finding somebody, you would have been on Match.com. But you use the excuse talking about, oh, I was on POF so I can invite men out to the parties that she was throwing. Okay, bitch.
Which is strange to me because, see, from the very beginning of our relationship, I always went Dutch with him on everything, which is not usually something that women would do, because women are usually the type of women, well, he has to pay for all of the dates. He has to be the provider. He has to, take care of travel and hotel accommodations. And I never made Priest feel some type of way about not being able to do that on his own. I just always provided, half or what I could, you know what I mean? And then when I ended up getting sick and I was pregnant and I lost.
Oh shit! You see how she go into? Oh, when I was getting sick, but bitch, you wasn't sick when your ass motherfucking moved into the motherfucking Ford Explorer in the Walmart parking lot. What's the excuse then? What's the excuse then for that time? Bitch, you didn't have a job when you met him. You had YouTube donations, so basically, she was going Dutch on YouTube donations. All right, back to this dumb bitch.
Like 2 sources of income. I didn't have as much money as I used to have when I first met him. But
okay, you had more money when you first met him, but you stayed with your baby daddy. You should have had more money when you met him, and more money after you met him. So what's the problem? You were supposed to be looking for an apartment, remember, bitch? Why didn't you get your apartment? Oh, I forgot. You're going to use the excuse. Well, me and Priest decided to move in together with each other. You decided to move in with a nigga who you known less than 3 motherfucking months. Bitch, who does that?
I guess now that, he posted up our texts on YouTube, he tried to make it seem like, I could never hold my weight in a relationship. And I always had, financial trouble, which is interesting to me because honestly, like.
You did have financial trouble, bitch. You did. Your car got repossessed, you know what I'm saying, a month after you met him. Your car got repossessed the year before. Your car got repossessed in 2018. That sounds like financial trouble, Sansa Ray.
Women don't usually put in Dutch. So if I had like financial issues, why would I be putting in half money for everything when he's supposed to be taking care of everything?
Hold up. You go on a first date. For the fellas in the room. Just keep it 100. Press 1 if you will pay. Press 2 if you wouldn't pay. For the fellas in the room. Fellas only. Unless you know what I'm saying, a female, you like to dyke it, you can press 1 and 2 too. Shit. So press 1 in the room, fellas, if you'll pay for the first date. No matter, you know what I'm saying, what chick it is, you invite her out, you know what I'm saying, or she invited you out. If press 2, you know what I'm saying, if you wouldn't. Okay, we got, okay, 1. Okay. Okay. I know what changed. Oh, okay. You're talking about something else. Keep 100, exactly. What do you say? See. She had about 4 people on Instagram. Rice said the shirt smelled like mildew. Oh, she had like 4 people. I didn't see it. 2, it's a new era. Keep it 100. Said fuck that. It's a new era. These bitches gotta pay for their own. Well, I'm gonna say 1. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say 1. You know, like I said, it depends on how the situation go. Not the first date. First date, I don't mind paying at all. You know what I'm saying? First round of drink, all that. It's all good. It's up to me to determine if I'm dealing with somebody who's chewing honest or they sincere about who they are and what they saying. For like I said, I need to talk to priests. And I say this many times, I'm gonna keep saying this so I can remind myself once I do talk to him. Because I believe that she's the one that brought up, oh, is we going Dutch, or do I gotta pay, or do I believe that's what she did. I truly do. And he just probably made it, oh, well, fuck, okay, well, shit, we just go Dutch. Because if she came to him like that, I want y'all to think for a minute. This for the ladies right here in the room. If a male came to you, be like, oh, is we going Dutch, or is we, what I'm saying, do you want me to pay for it, or you gonna pay for it? Whatever the case, whatever he got the balls to ask you. If a dude come up to you like that and ask you to go out on the first date now, we're gonna switch it around for the ladies. I mean, what would you say? Would you say one, we could go Dutch, or two, nigga, you need to pay? Keep it 100. Just press 1 or 2. We don't need for the explanation. Just press 1 or 2. Gemini said, nigga, you need to pay. Everybody said, nigga, you need to pay. There ain't nothing wrong with it. I ain't. God damn, I got hella tools up in this. That's all good, y'all. It's all good. Hey, ain't no right or wrong answer. It's what you believe, Okay. But like I said, I believe she asked him that. I just got that feeling. Once I talk to him and ask him, if he say that, I was right. All right. Let's get back to this dumb bitch.
Everything. Men, especially alpha males, usually take care of everything financially. They got too much pride to even take money from a woman. And I've been around enough alpha males to know that men don't usually take money from women if they're alpha and they have their own finances together. So for him to say to the world, selfishly, she couldn't hold up her end, financially, that's just retarded. Like, the fact that I'm even giving you money is something that you should be even happy that I'm doing, because most women do not rock.
Oh, okay. I had to stop for that because I was thinking of my mind. I wanted to host a panel, probably for a Saturday night, a good Saturday night. It's getting cold, so most people gonna be in. Probably a Saturday night. I want to try to do it this Saturday. Ain't gonna make no promises yet. Get so one of the participants and some contributors to come up about, dating. Ain't got to discuss your dating, but expectations from a man's point of view and a woman's point of view. Do a little twist in something, To be probably the first show of my what I want to do is a segment of real talk. Well, real talk, yeah. Not talking shit, but real talk. But what Keep It 100 said, you're not buying dinner for sex. Well, it's not always about the sex, You know what I'm saying? It's the good time, how I look at it, Shit, I had a chick that paid for it and she pulled out coupons and everything. Did I judge it? Hell no. Okay, shit. Yeah, damn, somebody give me a text. Hell, okay. All right. Let's get back to this dumb bitch.
Not rock with that, because they're looking at men as if men are providers. But here's the most interesting part about my relationship with him. When I did lose 2 sources of income, because I had 4 when I was with him. I think I had 4 or 5, something like that. I have 4. This was last year sometime. I think last June, July. I had to get rid of 2. One was Uber. And I tell people all the time, Uber made me so much money. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know how Uber does everybody else, but Uber was making me a lot of money. And so I stopped doing Uber. And then I had to stop doing Block 11, and Block 11 was making me a lot of money as well in regards to me selling advertising. So when I asked for donations, like there's two different entities. I had Block 11 nonprofit organization, which I'm asking for donations for. And I had Block 11 magazine. And inside of Block 11 magazine, in order for me to generate some money, I had to sell advertising. So I'm working on these two things at the same time. And then I end up losing my photographer because my photographer is my ex, and Priest doesn't like my ex. So I got to get rid of my photographer. Ergo, I couldn't find anybody to replace him. So I had to get rid of the magazine altogether. And I seen a lot of things that was.
Priest doesn't like your ex. Now I thought Priest just knew of your ex. How can he not like a dude he never met? Sounds right. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Now, if you had your ex, if that was your ex, that was in that goddamn hotel room and shit, bitch. Use a scandalous motherfucker. Use a straight scandalous motherfucker. And that's one thing they get answered when he was doing the Kyra interview. You know, because that's what everybody was wanting to know. Do y'all? Because I don't think there was I think she was probably fucking with dude, a new dude, the dude that was in the hotel room when he was doing the photo shoots.
Happening inside of my relationship that was like, okay, my focus needs to mainly be on me getting somewhere stable with this man. Now, anybody who has been in a solid relationship with someone, whether it's a marriage or not, usually when you two are surviving together, you're living together, both of you are putting in the energy to make sure that the household stays together. However, if one of you ends up getting sick, or one of
Boy, she threw her reason, logic, and her motherfucking excuse in real quick. But whatsoever, if one of you end up getting sick, bitch, you supposed to have some motherfucking money saved up. The fuck you mean if one you get sick?
you is, unable to provide as much as you used to, the other usually kicks in. Like, I know for me, if my partner was to get sick and couldn't go to work every day, I'd just kick in the gear and start doing extra work to make sure I can, handle, what he can. But I remember being inside of this relationship with him. And even if I, didn't have my two sources of income that I had just lost, and I'm still sitting here with another two, I had money. So I was still putting forth, money inside of the relationship, meaning buying groceries, putting gas in this expensive truck, which was like $100 a week. Because, if you got a big ass truck, that's a lot of gas right there, especially if you're driving back and forth to, wherever. And so I'm putting like $100 a week inside of the gas tank. And then there would be times where, Priest he didn't have money for lunch. So sometimes I'd be giving him money for lunch. And then he had like this expensive taste in regards to what he eats. Like, we all know that, if you're hurting for money, you got to go find the bargain.
Well, if y'all living in a extended stay hotel, bitch, that mean y'all need to be eating motherfucking bologna sandwiches or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't afford to have no motherfucking lobster and shrimp and shit.
And you got to go find the sales. Well, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to go to the most expensive places to still get groceries. And that's hard to do if you don't have any money, or if you low on money. So for me, I tried to go to places where it was, where I could get a bargain. And then I ended up getting pregnant. And to me, pregnancy wasn't a poor choice. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't anything. It just happened a lot sooner. But it doesn't mean that I wasn't going to be able to kick into gear and try to figure out a way to stabilize my situation. Like, I'm a go-getter off break. I've always been the type of woman that I go out here and I get whatever it is. I'm an entrepreneur. That's how I am. I go out there and I get paid. I come up with ideas, businesses. I start businesses. I do everything that I need to do in order to generate some income. So I'm always going to have at least a little bit of money coming in. Now, during this time, I end up getting pregnant. So I can't even do something as simple as post a damn YouTube video. Okay, this is how bad it is. So I'm still doing a little bit of graphic design here and there because I also have a graphic design business. So I'm sitting here doing graphic design here and there. So I'm still making a little bit of money to get groceries and food. Okay. Now, still at the end of the day, according to the text messages that he posted up on his YouTube channel, this wasn't enough for him. And it's sad to me that, you know, this man would be this way because he really doesn't have the mentality of an alpha male or the mentality of a businessman or
He don't have all this, but you let him run your graphic design company. I mean, I don't get it, Sansa Ray. Now he's an ain't shit person, a worthless person at that, from what you're saying.
mentality of someone who could ever be financially stable. Because if you think for 2 minutes, what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine, you're never going to be able to get anywhere. And I feel like there's a lot of men out there who simply mooch off of women. And when I started thinking about, you know, his situation before he got with me and how he was with his ex-wife and how he was living with her. And I started thinking about, you know, as a man, I never seen somebody have so much bravado and so much, you know, depicting themselves to be so masculine and then turn around and expect a woman to pay for stuff. You know what I mean? Like I never seen anything like that. So
Okay, what was you expecting him to pay for? It depends on what you were talking about and what time frame you were talking about, Sansa Ray. Don't forget that man helped you, you know what I'm saying, pay your phone bill within the first month of knowing you. That man put a roof over your head within 2 to 3 months of knowing you. That man let you drive his car within, 3 months of knowing you. I mean, what else do you expect? You had his car, you could have been going out to find a part-time motherfucking job. Nah, what Sansa Ray do? Run to the library, jump on the internet, so she get on YouTube.
as I sit here and I now analyze the situation, I've noticed that he's a beta male with the alpha male coding. Like, let me pretend I'm alpha male. You know, honestly, at my weakest moment, you would think his strength would keep me stable and inspire me to push through. You know, and it doesn't mean that I'm expecting an alpha male to be immune to pain or frustration. But I do expect for an alpha male to be able to handle it well. So the entire situation to where he ends up, you know, wanting to leave and starting to make it seem like all I want from him is money and things of that nature. This entire time I was sitting here trying to figure out, and I was thinking this before, but the entire time I was thinking that maybe something else was wrong inside of the relationship. But it boils down to the fact that it was about money the entire time. It was about money the entire time because he was unable to afford the luxuries of whatever it is that we were doing when we first got together. All of the dating, all of the traveling, all of the hotel accommodations, all of whatever, if we was buying gifts for each other, whatever it was, he could not afford the luxury of that anyway.
And you couldn't either. You couldn't either, Sansa Ray.
You know, so, and a lot of people ask me, like somebody asked me inside of the two questions was weird. Somebody asked me, did I feel some type of way about the fact that Priest's wife ended up getting evicted? And do I feel bad about that? And I said, yeah, I feel bad about that. When she told me, because it wasn't him that really explained it to me. Like, I think he might have said it to me when he first like told me that he was living with her, because I didn't know that he was living with her. I was like picking him up and dropping him off and taking him over to the house thinking he lived with his family. This is the first 2 months of us together. I'm thinking he lives with his family. And I come to find out that's not even where his family live at. And he been living with her. And so he said to me, you know, he got her evicted or she about to get evicted. And she wanted him to take his stuff out the house. And I'm looking at him like, oh my God. And this is when, you know, a pivotal part of our relationship, which I should have left. I stopped answering the phone, and he kept calling and trying to get me to understand that he was going to do whatever it took in order to get me to stay there. But then when I got pregnant and her and I started talking, she started talking about, he got her evicted and he was supposed to give her money. And now that I'm looking at it, it's like, instead of him spending money, half of his money on me, because we was going Dutch on everything, why didn't he just give her the money so he could have a place to stay? Think about that. Like, he living with her. He ain't told me he living with her, but he's spending money on me and not spending money on paying so he could have a stable place to live. Think about that. Think about that. He must have thought that me and him was going to move.
Yeah, you want us to think about that so we can think of your narrative, bitch. She already came on and said that wasn't the case. Oh my God.
Been together at some point. And I think this is where his head was going. So, when he tries to make it seem like he gave me a place to stay, because he did make it seem like he gave me a place to stay because I needed a place to stay, when that wasn't the case at all. It's almost like every little flaw or shortcoming he had in regards to finances, he tried to put it on me, tried to make it seem like it's my responsibility. When you in a relationship with a man or a marriage or whatever, the men are supposed to be providers. Like you should be happy as a man if you find a woman who wants to even give you a little bit of money. Because from what I'm understanding, most women are not trying to kick out money. They let their men do everything. And honestly, it's nothing wrong with a man being a provider and a woman expecting that. I mean, that's just been the way society has done things for many, many years. Providers, they put their family first. They're selfless. They please people that they care about. They take care of people they care about. They might work 2 jobs, to take care of what they need to do. Most of them, they got a regular job and a side hustle to earn money. And so I'm trying to teach priests to have this same thing. Yeah, you got a regular 9-to-5 job, but you ain't got a side hustle or nothing. You don't have savings or anything. So these are the things I was trying to teach him inside of the relationship. But it seems to me that there was no male figure there to even teach him this stuff. It seems to me that he was raised by a woman. You see what I'm saying? Like,
okay, what was your male and female figure at?
This is the issue that I had with the idea of being a single mother, because I didn't want to be the mom that taught my son how to be a woman, or taught my son how to be a beta male. You know what I mean? I wanted to be the mom that teaches my son that he needs to be a provider. You know what I mean? If he has a wife and a girlfriend, he needs to, or a girlfriend, not and a girlfriend, or a girlfriend, or whatever the case may be, he needs to always be the strength inside of the relationship. And when he can't be that strength, he needs to be man enough to admit that he can't be that strength at the moment. And it's time for the woman that he's dating to kick in the gear. See, I don't want my son to date a woman who doesn't know how to hustle. I want my son to date a woman that, in the event something happens inside of the relationship and maybe he can't do what he usually does, she can kick in the gear. So inside of this relationship with Priest and I just feel like when I got sick and I lost those 2 sources of income, one of which, was kind of his fault, he should have kicked in the gear until it was time for me to get back into a stable place, instead of getting on the internet trying to make it seem like, oh, Sansaray didn't hold up her end of the bargain, or she didn't hold up her where she stood financially in the relationship, and she's pretending.
Sansaray never held up her end of the motherfucking bargain, so it's nothing new, bitch. We knew you wasn't shit. We knew you didn't have shit. I mean, you come on this motherfucker trying to say, I got 8-9 streams of income, and bitch ain't got shit to show for it. Oh, see, at the time I was looking for an apartment. You looking for an apartment with no goddamn job. You're looking for a goddamn apartment and you motherfucker behind on your storage bill. You looking for a goddamn apartment behind on your motherfucking car note, bitch. Who the fuck you fooling?
To be something that she's not. She isn't. No, I've always been the type of woman that I go out there and I get mine. Like it will never be a time where I'm at full potential, where I'm not, be able to go out here and work. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to work my ass off. And if I can't work my ass off, it's because I'm sick or something is wrong. Something has to be very wrong. And so that's what was happening. And
something is always motherfucking wrong, Science Ray. Something is always wrong. Something always go wrong. Anything you motherfucking do or say, something go wrong. You notice that, Science Ray? Okay. Back to this dumb bitch.
I think it also surprised a lot of people that I was not and still not interested in putting him on child support. That's another thing. He's under the impression that I got pregnant on purpose to get a check out of him, or I'm trying to be a welfare queen or some shit like that. Nah, because I'm the type of woman, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna get what I need. Like right now, I'm in California by myself. Okay, I'm out here, like my cousin out here, but my mother gone. You know, I'm in California alone, so I still have to literally take care of myself. You know, once he left me in that extended stay hotel by myself, like sick, and he had been trying to leave before, I was kicking into gear. I was like, okay, what can I do while I'm still sick like this outside of asking for donations? And it's a shame to me that so many Black men made fun of me.
You said, what can you do all except ask for donations? Bitch, if your motherfucking credit would be good, you wouldn't have this problem. Can I get a one in the chat room? Can I get a one in the chat room?
And I was watching Successful Ladies live stream yesterday. I think that was yesterday, when she was talking about Tariq Nasheed and the Advise show. And she was talking about the history of YouTube and how YouTube has been a platform for men to bash women since 2006. I started my channel 2008.
Sounds right. If Successful Ladies Live said that bullshit right there, she's a motherfucking lie. I've seen a few of her videos. I'm not too fucking fond of her ass. But listening to her, I don't think she said that. YouTube was a platform mainly for people to upload videos, and the videos that was getting uploaded the most were videos of people singing along, and music videos. That's what YouTube started as. It didn't start off as no motherfucking women's black bashing platform. All right, back to this dumb bitch.
2007, something like that. So my first couple of years on YouTube was fine, and then suddenly, like, this rush of Black men just started trashing Black women on YouTube. So I expected a lot of the stuff that's being said about me by Black men right now. I've expected this to happen. You know, like, it's a shame that it's happening, but imagine what it has done to a lot of Black men and a lot of Black women. You know, Black men, you are poisoning the minds. Like, it's a whole bunch of beta fucking males on here complaining about shit that Black women do when they ass ain't even doing what the fuck they supposed to do inside of a situation. And then you poison the minds of other men.
Okay, let's kind of go off your narrative, Science Ray. In that case, who is poisoning the mind of you not to get no goddamn furniture in that house? It ain't priests. It ain't YouTube. All right, back to this dumb bitch.
So I think the reason why this man was going around thinking, oh, I had a baby to get a child support check out of him is because he was listening to people like Jap or Tommy or all of the men on YouTube. Because I remember he was watching a lot of videos of men on YouTube and was hearing them say a lot of negative things about me and Black women in general. YouTube is one of the
Why would they say? Why would priests listen to some videos? I mean, just listening to what the fuck you saying. Why would priests listen to some goddamn videos and listen to motherfuckers bash you when you was trying to keep them from listening to the videos that people were saying about you? That's a fact. You knew he didn't watch YouTube like that. So get the fuck out of here with that lie, bitch.
Platforms where men just talk negatively about Black women. This has been, what they have done for many, many years. And don't get me started on the Advised show. Oh my God. I remember I used to watch Tariq Nasheed, right? Now, I didn't watch Tariq Nasheed when he was doing his radio show with his Mackin lessons or whatever. But I remember when I would play the playbacks of when because he used to put them up on YouTube, and it used to be like old, not him, but just people used to put his old audios of Mackin lessons up, and I would sit there and listen to him. And this was after the show was over, and me and my mother would be sitting there listening to the Mackin lessons, and I'd be sitting here like, this nigga is so damn egotistical, prideful, arrogant. And my mother was like, I don't like him. So I stopped really listening to Tariq Nasheed. But what he was doing was uplifting other men. Did he really give men a realistic depiction of what Black relationships would be? Not so much to me, but he was giving men advice on how to improve their lives financially. And, it wasn't until later that Tariq has become like this thing where it's hard to even take him seriously. Like, to me, he's a big parody. So it's like hard to listen to him because I don't know, he just always spoke. Like, when I seen him in doing videos, he always spoke about pimping. I never read his books, but I see how people could think his.
Okay, it goes to show, bitch, you weren't listening right. He doesn't talk about pimping. He's talking about how players play more than anything.
Books had something to do with pimping, because his videos at the time, like when I would see him being interviewed by other people, he always came off like he was a pimp. He was using terms and stuff pimps would use. So I could see how it could throw people off if his books weren't about that. So I always just looked at him as a pimp. And I've heard him say, hey, me acting like a pimp, it was an act, but it's hard to believe, you know what I mean? So anyway, Tariq could have possibly been someone positive for Black men to sit here and listen to, but that's not who they chose to listen to all of the time. They chose to listen to Tommy Sotomayor or whoever. And so, speaking of the Advice show, it really, while I'm talking about this, because I am talking about me and Priest, and anytime I think about Priest, I think about Minister Jap and Chris. Now, I did say earlier that there was.
Oh shit! There you go. Jap and Chris fault. God damn it! It's Jap and Chris fault. That's who it was. It was Jap and motherfucking Chris. God damn.
Questions people asked me on my live stream yesterday that seemed odd to me, and I told y'all what the first question was. The second question is, somebody asked me, did Chris Law pay for everything when Chris Law and I were kicking it? Now, here's the difference between Chris and Priest in regards to finances. Me and Priest was in a real relationship. Like, we really was together. You know what I mean? We really was planning on building our futures together, supposedly getting married, supposedly having children, stuff like that. Chris and I wasn't like that. Let's get that out the way. Chris and I was just friends. Chris and I.
Or what you was making it seem, you making it seem like he was you was his mistress. So that means if you were the mistress, Sansa, right? That means Chris Law was paying a phone bill, a car note, electric bill. But now you're just saying you and him just friends. It wasn't like that. Oh, okay.
They did shit together, and we had sex and we had fun, but we never made any plans to actually be inside of a solid relationship. Okay, that was not our plan. I never asked him to be in a relationship. He never asked me to be in a relationship. I never asked him why he wouldn't marry me. None of that. We wasn't even thinking in that way. He was engaged to somebody. He was supposedly marrying her. They was having marital problems the entire time. I didn't see that relationship going well to begin with anyway. I was just telling him all the time, like, I don't think you should get married because I don't think this woman is right for you. Not necessarily that you should marry me. Just don't marry this woman because I don't think that this is right. So anyway, Chris always paid for everything. For Chris to have not been my man, Chris always paid for everything. Chris, I never went somewhere.
Oh shit! Did she say Chris paid for everything? Press 1. Press 1 if you heard her say Chris paid for everything. Oh my God. What Chris Law at, man? What Chris said? Let me hit this nigga out so you hear this shit. Oh shit. Hold on, let me hit this nigga up, y'all. I'm gonna tell him the rat said you pay for everything. Hold on, let me get to it. All right, here he is. Say, bro. Oh shit. The rat said you paid for everything. Right, but he gonna lose like a motherfucker. Like what? Oh shit! I gotta fuck with him on else one because this shit too funny. It wasn't like that. See, Chris paid for everything. Sansa Ray is just not mistress / sugar baby material. She don't look or act the part, right? Hold on. He said, for what entry into the party? Yeah, he texted me back. He said, for what? The entry into the party. Oh, okay. So he just paid for the entry to the party. That's common. That's common because you get when you come as a couple, it's say like if single males are 50, couples would be like 25 or 35. Nah, she just said you pay for everything. Let me rewind it back for you so you can hear it. It wasn't about no party. Hold on. Let me wind it back. 22. All right.
And anytime I think about Priest, I think about Minister Jap and Chris. Now, I did say earlier that there was 2 questions people asked me in my live stream yesterday that seemed odd to me. And I told y'all what the first question was. The second question is, somebody asked me, did Chris Law pay for everything when Chris Law and I were kicking it? Now, here's the difference between Chris and Priest in regards to finances. Me and Priest was in a real relationship. Like we really was together. You know what I mean? We really was planning on building our futures together, supposedly getting married, supposedly having children, stuff like that. Chris and I wasn't like that. Let's get that out the way. Chris and I was just friends. You know, Chris and I did shit together and we had sex and we had fun, but we never made any plans to actually be inside of a solid relationship. Okay, that was not our plan. I never asked him to be in a relationship. He never asked me to be in a relationship. I never asked him why he wouldn't marry me. None of that. We wasn't even thinking in that way. You know, he was engaged to somebody. He was supposedly marrying her. They was having marital problems the entire time. You know, I didn't see that relationship going well to begin with anyway. I was just telling him all the time, like, I don't think you should get married because I don't think this woman is right for you. Not necessarily that you should marry me. Just don't marry this woman because I don't think that this is right. So anyway, Chris always paid for everything. For Chris to have not been my man, Chris always paid for everything. Chris, I never went somewhere with Chris and had to open my purse, open my bag, open my anything. I never had to give him gas money. I don't care where we was at. We could have been a hole in the wall place. We could have been at Dugan's. We could have been at Applebee's if all I gave a fuck. It didn't matter to me. He never, was like, oh, let me not handle this can you handle this? No. Like, and me, I'm not the type of person that I gotta go to all of these fancy, dancy ass restaurants all the time. I'm not that woman. I'd rather spend money on, food and then bringing it to the house. Spend money on some groceries and I'll fuck around and cook. It's I'm not the type of person that's like, take me to Houston's, take me to Benihana's. Let's spend all of these ridiculous amounts of money on me so I can feel better about myself as a woman. No, it's not. No, I'm the type of woman, like, wherever we decide to go, we go. I ain't got to go, anywhere fancy. Honestly, a man could go to Groupon.com and find something I like.
Oh shit. The chat fucking with you, Chris. This an old way back Wednesday video. You want to come up and state your case? Let me know. If not, so we're gonna keep rolling.
And take me there. You know what I mean? It is not like that. I just like to do things. But I don't need a whole bunch of money spent on me in order for me to feel secure as a woman. But I did want to say that because I did say it.
Somebody said they read in the book Chris Law paid. Oh shit. No case to stake. Okay. But as far as the swingers party, hey, I mean, I said if you pay for that, I mean, yeah, okay, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Because I let them know that a single male is $50. Couples will be like 25 or 30, 35, somewhere up in there.
2 questions, but let me get back to what I was saying. So I was saying every time I think about Priest, I think about Chris and I think about Jap, because towards the end of our relationship, Priest would always complain. He would say things that Chris and Jap would say about me or tell me.
Oh shit! There you go. Chris and goddamn Jap fault. Goddamn.
He lies that they told, or talk about what he heard and rumors, which to me, a man talking about what he heard and talk about rumors is like a fucking female trait. Like, how weak are you as a man mentally if you can sit down and listen to a nigga that ain't never met me and a nigga I dated 10 years ago about me and let that be the reason why you don't, no longer want to be with me anymore, or that's giving you insecurities about the relationship. Like, what type of weak-minded ass man are you if you spend every day with a woman who supports you, who helps you as much as she can, who is kind to you, who is sweet to you? That doesn't make any sense. Like, and when I think about it, it's like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, when I think about Priest and all of the poor decisions he's made, it's just stupid to me. So anyway, Jab went on to Advice Show. Now, my thing about the Advice Show, Phil had always been someone I looked at as the type of man who would never support any type of man who had anything negative to say about women. Because I remember...
No, bitch, you want to say about you. So Jap is not the first dude he had that had his opinions about women on his show. So get the fuck up out of here. It was because it was about, I mean, anybody that was against you, you didn't want them to collaborate with somebody who you like, because they will let them know about your bullshit. That's what it is. Jab said, fuck Sansaray and family. It's Chris and Jab fault, y'all.
Went onto his show before and I spoke about myself and my issues. We didn't speak about anything drama wise, or we didn't speak about, any issues I might have had with Tommy. We didn't speak about any of that. And we made it a point to not speak about that. He spoke to me about it and was like, let's not talk about that. And I was like, cool, we ain't got to talk about that. But we talked about me, being sexually assaulted and being molested when I was younger. As I was looking at Phil's show for the past couple of years, I just seen him evolve into this like news media source where, he was just talking about issues that actually matter. Now, I didn't learn to the degree of what he was doing before that until I was watching Successful Ladies Live last night, and she was talking about how Phil used to be a woman basher before he started doing the news media stuff. And he used to, when we first got on YouTube in 2006, 7, and 8, he...
Some keep 100. I say the same damn thing too. You know, if it's called the Unicorns of Atlanta, that means you talk about a lot of bisexual experience, not your one-on-one. I mean, you might get throw your one-on-one experience with the opposite sex, but only. But it seemed like that was mainly what the book was about. Her relationships. She hasn't been in that many bisexual relationships, from what she's saying, to sit here and call it the Unicorn of Atlanta.
Used to be the bashing. Now I do remember him doing some type of video of that, and I didn't think he was doing it all the time, but I do realize I saw one video where he was speaking that way, and he and I had got into it. This was years ago, right? And I put that shit past me. So when I was on his show, I was like not even thinking about that. I had forgotten, not really forgotten, but I just pushed it to the side that that's something that had happened to us many years ago, because we had actually got into it because of something that he was saying about Black women, because he almost sounded like Tommy to me. Because when I started seeing Phil change is when I started looking at him different. Like when I seen him starting to do news media stuff, I started to have a little bit more respect for him. But then
Phil been doing news media stuff when he first started, Sanshray. What are you talking about? This goes to show you this bitch don't know what she's talking about. Goes to show you. I've been on her since 2007, and Phil that's what he started off doing. You know, I mean, people, saying attached to him in so many ways, just as well they did Tommy. Because for real, I think Tommy had him beat by numbers before he got his channel taken away from him. Yeah, if I'm correct, yeah, Tommy had him beat by numbers. But he kept his same channel all these years, and he his population grew real fast. I heard people say he started out like Tommy. Yeah, he did. He did, Gemini. He did, but she's sitting up here saying that, once he started doing news media, then I started liking him better. Phil been doing news media. It was a time, you know what I'm saying, when Lovely T come over here, say one story, Phil to do the story, then Tommy do the story. Tommy put more time in, more than Phil and Lovely T. Think about Lovely T, she got the ups on she started going out to events. She didn't get that kick that I think she should have got, but she got a nice little start. She's known through the industry and on the internet. Tommy was known on the internet for so long. It's now I ain't gonna say now, but for the past 5 to 7 years, he started going out into the news media. Phil, he's making some connections, but like I said, he's been on her pretty much strong. But for his time putting in, Tommy put in the most time. First, Phil second, and Lovely T third. What's going on, Fly? No, we talking about this lie that the rat telling, talking about she once she noticed Phil started doing news media, she started liking him more better. I'm like, shit, Phil been doing news media. All three of them was doing news media. They didn't have connections like that. Like how people reach out to them now, because they know when they want to get the actual story heard and the news media won't tell their side, they reach out to them because they know they got a big platform. But she trying to make it seem like Phil just started doing news media like 5 years ago. No, that's what he started out doing. Other than that, I mean, shit. Phil, shit, I mean, pretty much wouldn't have had no content. I mean, he probably had some, but he wouldn't have had too much. But now Phil, he's getting out there more. He really is. I can't watch Phil and his heavy ass too. Hilarious. Welcome to the room, Lady Live. But yeah, I can tell you, like I said, I can tell you about a lot of more. It's more than just them three who was on her as well. You know, that's the one y'all know of. But think about the ones who was doing the same thing that, I mean, they just stopped, you know? They just stopped. A lot of them stopped. Because tell you the truth, all of them used to piggyback off of the World Star News or the Shade Room News. But think about them, they were talking. They just wasn't posting only. They was talking. And people liked that on her. You had a crowd for it. You know, a lot of people didn't like Tommy because they start saying, you know, saying some of the bitch shit and arrogance he'll do. Lovely T, she would be strong for a minute. Then as I guess her problem came to light that she was going through some stress shit. So that's why she was disappearing for long stints of time. But she still kept her crowd because she's a female. Phil, he's more balanced, you know, and giving to his audience. You know, he started putting in a lot of work as well. Let's see. Okay, I was talking about okay. All right. Yeah, to send out this message right quick. But yeah, that's basically how all this stuff came about. Phil got serious with his channel and will last longer than Tommy. Yeah, but I'm saying a lot of slack at the situation, the wife situation. I start seeing a lot of slack, but don't get me wrong, he has been doing some different stuff. I mean, that's the way he want to take his channel, and I'll tell you, I don't even watch him like that no more. I'm still subscribed to him, but I don't watch him like that no more. Tommy, I only watch him when somebody tell me about some a particular situation that's fucking hilarious. And I go over there. Lovely T, I watch her because she get the scoop. That's just shit, just about it. And they got these new people that's popping up, and a few of them took off. Paris Milan taking off, but some, I don't know, man. It's something, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like she was, you know what I'm saying, a straight up person when she first started. I ain't gonna say when she first started. Well, when I got a wind of her, she had like under 10,000 when I sub to her. Now she got 130. So she doing something right, but some of the stuff I'm noticing, it's like she reaching. I don't know which way to put it with her. I'm saying it changed though. It's kind of questionable to me. You said Paris hasn't changed. It's like she reached for certain things, and what I want to say, it's not really valid to really reach at. Yeah, I like her, and I'm not saying I don't like her just because I'm saying that she's cool, but like I said, I'm seeing a race hustling colorism. I think that's a little bit of it. Keep it 100. That's a little bit of it. So you're right. That's what made me kind of questionable about her now. Just because you say race hustle doesn't mean it's always monetary. Just like I'm saying her for the black people, which is cool. I'm all for it. But when I say you start reaching at people who might not seem like they're me too, Tommy. Me too, STL. I can only watch Tommy in a small doses. Right. He's draining, arguing with everybody. I mean, sometimes shit can be entertaining, but some of the shit he, saying he did, saying is, he's a good host. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like I said, some of the shit, you know what I'm saying, he does, and says it kind of, make me look at him sideways. You know, then when when he made a comment about, he wished it was more Darren Wilson's of the world and shit, man. I'm like, dude, you realize what you're saying? Nigga, I lost a partner behind that shit. And you just sit here saying it because you angry? Shit, nigga, maybe you need to motherfucking power your shit off and come back before you say some shit like that. They make a killer point about it. Shit went down, and niggas was down there with you know what I'm saying, with the blacks. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, other than that, like I said, the shit that Phil doing is nothing new as far as the news. That's how we got started on this particular conversation. Okay, that's cool. That's what's up. Shout out to the extra 5 people that fuck with me. Oh, the person that donated. Initials. What the fuck? Yeah, let me make sure I say it right. That's what I meant to do before I call it. Damn. Hold on, y'all. I'll make sure I shout this person out. Let's see. Come on now. Okay, yeah. DT. Shouts out, much love to the is it time to pull up the Tracy California Spiritual Fund? Initials DT. All right, let's get back to this bitch.
But then when he put Jap on his show, it shocked me because it was like, what? Now I didn't watch it. What ended up happening is I was scrolling through my timeline, and I was subscribed to Phil at the time. I was scrolling through my timeline, and I saw that Phil had Jab on his show. And I was like, hell no. And I unsubscribed because Phil has always been the type of person that was no nonsense. He just seemed like he had become the type of man that was no nonsense in regards to men disrespecting women. So for him to allow a man like Jap to be on his platform just didn't register to me. It was like, what the fuck is he doing? And I'm pretty sure he's heard all of the horrible stuff that has been happening, in regards to, what Jap has done in regards to me. So it just made me look at Phil completely different, and I unsubscribe, and I will not be supporting Phil in no way after that. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody should gather together and no longer support Phil, but I know a lot of women were feeling some type of way that he actually put Jap on his platform to spread that nonsense, because it's already spread enough on YouTube. Why would you allow your platform to be another platform to where that negativity is spread some more about Black women? I just didn't register in my mind. It was just like, why would Phil even participate in that when he even doesn't like Tommy? Like,
look at her. Look at this motherfucking stinking ass bitch. Wow, really? When shit don't go Sansaray way, this is the fuck shit she do. And she wonder why everybody don't fuck with her, everybody don't like her. You do some slick ass dry snitching, scandalous behind the motherfucking hiding your hand behind your back shit. That's why. But you want to talk about, oh, everybody else backstabbed you. Backstabbed you for what?
from what I pick up from Phil now, if he liked Tommy before or wanted to do what Tommy was doing, when Phil ended up getting married and having children and having a solid, family structure, and regardless to the color of, his wife, having respect for women is something that I thought Phil had. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So Phil was supposed to cater to Sansaray, call Sansaray up, and ask Sansaray, "Oh, Sansaray, do you got a problem with Jap? Because if you do, I don't want him on my show." That's what Sansaray wanted to do. But anybody else platform Sansaray go on, oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. Everything supposed to be all good. And everybody else warned these people about your ass.
And of course, he still, says little things that kind of had me like he's on the fence in regards to this. But, once he did that, that proved to me that he felt, once he put Jap on his show, it made me realize that, Phil picked a side, and his side is
right, bitch. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? Just listen to her. She said that shit about me when I was on Nala panel talking about her ass. I don't know why now Lily somebody on like that. She should consult with other people before she do something like that. I wish other YouTubers would consult with people. But shit, bitch, you didn't consult with Tommy before you brought that motherfucking stink ass bitch up. I told you, everything supposed to be Sansaray way. Then this bitch want to talk about YouTube guidelines. And this bitch uploaded the same motherfucking video twice so she get monetized. Yeah, bitch, I peeped that. I'm going to keep calling you out on that. You're lucky we can't report your ass. All right, let's get back to this bitch.
The obvious side, right? But I don't know. I just feel like for Phil to try to use, I just want diversity on my show as the cop out or as the scapegoat for why he put Jab on the show. It's like Jab is supposedly something that you completely don't stand for. So why would you put him on it? I don't know. It's just the gender war being perpetuated. So anyway, back to this whole sorry, I digressed for a moment. But
hey, I play that probably on another night. Sam, just remind me. I gotta get that motherfucker first. Yeah, I play on another night because it's the last one right here. It's supposed to be stopped at 9:00. I'm going 30 minutes OT.
Going back to this whole, as a woman, for the ladies, I want women to understand something, okay? Always look for the man who is a provider.
Yeah, Nelly, this is an old video. Yeah, this is an old video. She talking about how Phil didn't get her approval for Jap to go on his show.
Okay, that going Dutch with niggas, all that's going to do is get you in a situation where it got in with me, where this man was thinking because I wasn't going Dutch with him, that made me less of a woman. When in reality, him even allowing me.
I don't believe that sounds right. That shit don't even fucking sound right, bitch. It doesn't. Because a woman went Dutch with you, they make her less of a woman? No, I mean, you choose to go Dutch, you choose to go Dutch. That's what the fuck it is.
Or requiring me to go Dutch with him made him less of a man. And I never made him feel less of a man for him not being able to provide for me financially. I always.
You never made him feel less of a man, but you came on a motherfucking onto YouTube and told everybody that he has erectile dysfunction. Okay, bitch.
The type of woman that I was like, well, I still want to give as much as I can inside of the relationship. Half and half if I can, just so a man doesn't feel a whole bunch of pressure. But evidently,
half and half if you can. We know you didn't come in with half. Only probably on half just to eat something. But shit, you can't come a half and motherfucking rent. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I just can't half and half just so the man feel better. But this is a bitch who was saying years back that you was helping niggas pay their mortgages. And you never own a house in your goddamn life. Bitch, for real? For real? Who the fuck you fooling?
These men need this pressure in order to survive, or these men need these pressures in order to feel a level of respect for you, because they don't feel like you have standards and expectations if you don't use them for their goddamn money. And that's what I'm starting to see at the end of the day. There are certain types of men who will make great husbands and great boyfriends. Number one, they have to be financially stable. They have to be the ones that want to provide. And it almost has to be to a point where their ego will fuck them up if they allow you to pay for something. You know, they have to be extremely strong. So at your weakest moment, his strength keeps you stable and inspires you to push forward. Okay. He's loyal. He's devoted. He's loving. You can lean on him. And this is who I thought I was dating from the beginning. I thought, you know, if anything happened or if I needed him, he would be there for me. He would be that strong pillar. And that's not who he was. Also, make sure these men that you date are critical thinkers. They're critical thinkers. They can solve problems.
You're not a critical thinker, bitch. Every problem that come up is always somebody else's problem. I mean, always somebody else's fault. So how the fuck you gonna sit here and tell everybody else, make sure before you date somebody, make sure they're a critical thinker, and you not? Every time somebody approach you about a motherfucking problem, bitch, you run the fuck out of here.
There's problems, big, small. He wants to solve it. Not he wants to run, or he wants to blame you for it, or he doesn't want to take responsibility, or he doesn't have any solutions to, you know, anything. He's diligent, he's focused, and he considers himself someone who can critically think and solve a problem. If that's not him, don't bother being with him. Also, he is someone who has faith. Doesn't mean that he has to be Christian, but he has to believe in some type of higher power, because usually when men believe in a God, or they have like some type of spiritual connection, they have morals, kindness, they have hope, they have a good will. It doesn't mean that he has to be Christian or.
Okay, you said Christian twice, bitch. You saying that this man didn't have will? Sansa Ray, this nigga dealt with a bitch who couldn't wash her pussy, who couldn't wash her ass. That man had way more willpower than me. Shit, I have to admit, Priest is a better nigga than me. That's real talk. I mean, shit, bitch. I mean, he provided a roof over your head. You forgot about that? All right, back to this bitch.
You know, like, I don't want people to think that I'm just telling all of the women out here to date Christian men. I'm just saying he has to have a moral compass. He's always tuned into something positive. And that's what Priest used to be. That was something that I enjoyed about him. He seemed like he, you know, wanted to help other people, that he was choosing a life.
He wanted, or he did? Because shit, bitch, you asked me, he did.
Lifestyle that he believed other people should positively live. So he was living by example. And when a lot of people ask me what was it that I liked about him, that was one of the things, where he seemed like he had a lot of faith, a lot of morals. He was very, very kind. That's just how it seemed at first. Also,
How it seemed. So it seemed like he just up and just moved you into his people house when you didn't have nowhere to go. It seemed like he up and let you get the key to his motherfucking car when your ass didn't motherfucking have no motherfucking wheels after both of your cars got repossessed. It seemed like he just up and decided to come out his hard-earned working money to get you guys in an extended stay hotel. Okay. Everything seemed like that. Huh, Sansa Ray?
So I like the fact that he came off as if he was a free spirit. You know, like he was not the type to get stressed or to get worried or like he was over emotional. It wasn't until after I got pregnant that it seemed like he had all of these emotions that he was confused about and didn't know how to handle. And he was letting his emotions consume him, or his inability to be able to sort them out consume him. So he was like super stressed and super worried. And he just wasn't looking at the situation positively at all. And I can tell that by, him posting our text messages, and his perspective of everything was.
Oh, okay. So when you put his social security number out, what did that show on your behalf? But in your mind, it was some trolls who did it. Oh, and you laugh about it. Yeah, if you do that, you do bad things to me. There's just some people who will come after you. I don't know these people, but they'll come after you. I mean, they seen all the stuff that you did to me.
Oh, negative, even though that wasn't even the truthful part of what was going on between us. He depicted himself to be something that he wasn't, and he depicted our relationship as something negative when it wasn't, when actually it was just his perspective negatively of everything that was happening around him, because he was so emotional and so stressed and so worried. He had let his emotions like take over everything. He's a very, very emotional person. And to be a man, actually, it's really weird. He tries to pretend like he isn't, but he's a very, very emotional man. So ladies, my suggestion to any woman is to, from now on, just don't even kick out your money off break. Don't even do it. Like, if he's not going to pay for the date, I think men need that structure and that foundation. They need to understand that being provider is more important than anything. And I think that's the biggest mistake I made coming into the situation, trying to do everything Dutch, and if he never.
No. Your biggest mistake was you shouldn't have been on POL, bitch. You couldn't afford to date. That was your biggest mistake. Who the fuck sits here with no fucking stable roof over their head, don't own a car, don't pay no motherfucking rent, is on POF trying to motherfucking find a husband? Bitch, for real? You talking about your biggest mistake is going Dutch? No, your biggest mistake is being on a motherfucking dating site that was free, that you definitely couldn't afford to be on. That was your biggest mistake. Does it validate 98% of your personal experience? The real question, no shade. Yeah, wow. All right, let's go ahead and because we got one more minute with this bitch.
Would have went onto YouTube and said, hey, she couldn't go Dutch as often as she used to, so that makes her less of a woman, when really it's, dude, you let her go Dutch to begin with, so that makes you less of a man. I had to experience this to understand that. So that's my lesson for the ladies in regards to finances. Keep your finances to yourself until he has proven that, in the event that you need him to kick into gear, if you're sick and you're not providing as much money as you should, until he can prove to you that he will be that man, regardless to how long it takes, don't start kicking in your money inside of the relationship. Okay. I appreciate you listening. Have vision and stay focused.
I don't believe this bitch. Just Bree said, "All break." I never heard of anyone use that expression on the East Coast. Oh my God. This chick. Oh my God. I just pray nobody is not actually listening to Sansa Ray. Seriously. If you're listening to Sansa Ray and your Sansa Ray follow, stop. Just stop. Stop and ask yourself. Seriously, just stop and ask yourself, do you really want to take advice from this bitch? This bitch is beyond horrible. This bitch is pathetic. Very pathetic. All right. I've been going overtime. Damn, Sassy, you just jumping in. You probably want to hit the rewind. You missed the Rice versus the Rat. It got real on the battlefield. You know? But I like to thank everybody out coming out fucking with me tonight. Shout out to my shadow watchers. Until next time, stay up.